White to the bottom pole. Golden.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and thank you so much for joining us right here at the High Street Auction Fleet Company. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still in between the vehicles, please start making your way through out here to the sitting area where the auction will be taking place. I want to start getting the proceedings of today's auction up and running. And if you're joining us for the first time and you're not familiar with the processes, please do start at the registration desk. The lovely ladies there will assist you in making sure you know that exactly what is expected of you from your picker. To, of course, paying your registration fee and making sure that you've been allocated a valid bidder's card that will allow you to participate in the auction here today. Then, Jim and I'll be introducing myself and the team shortly so you know exactly who you're dealing with. And then, of course, we'll get into the proceedings of the auction. As mentioned earlier, I do not read out the conditions of sell out word for word. But what I will do, ladies and gentlemen, is touch on the important ones that you do need to adhere to so that you know exactly what is expected of you when you're buying on auction with us this morning. My name is Gifting Gwenya. I'll be your auctioneer. And of course, if you're joining us from wherever you are, around the country, around the continent, and of course, if you are joining us from wherever you are around the globe as well, welcome to the High Street Auction Fleet Company. My name is Gifting Gwenya. I am your resident auctioneer. I will be handling the auction here today. 70 lots that we have for you. You're more than welcome to participate via the online platform, which for many of you at home will be able to do. But for those of you that have decided to join us here today, of course, your bids will be relayed live. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, I will try and ask that we accommodate the guys that are bidding from the online platform. Sometimes there is a slight delay in the internet, and of course, we want to try and make sure that their bids are coming through. So please do always consider them, and of course, I will take their bids first at all times to make sure that they are accommodated during the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've mentioned to the guys that are here as well, if you are joining us and you're going to be participating via the online platform, make sure that you've logged in and that you've been allocated your buyer's number and that all is well for you to participate in the vehicles here today. If you haven't done so already, please do walk through the vehicles, familiarize yourself with what exactly is going to be an auction here today so that you know exactly what you are buying yourself into. The lovely Carly on my immediate left will, of course, be assisting me here today. Thank you, Carly, for joining me. And, of course, you will see the team from the High Street Auction Fleet Company. They will be around wearing, of course, the white shirts that have got our logo on them. Please do not hesitate if you need assistance to speak to them so that they can assist you. Let's quickly touch on the conditions of sale. Please note that you as the buyer today confirm that you've fully acquainted yourself with the terms and conditions of sale that apply to this particular auction here today. You as the buyer accept that the vehicles are sold on auction in various states and that the condition, of course, and mileages of these vehicles and the history of these vehicles is not entirely known and cannot be guaranteed by a high street auction. Please take note of that as well. Please note we do not have prior knowledge of the history of these vehicles. Where we can supply you with service history, we will do so. But of course, in most cases where we don't, then of course we will self-put as is the case here today. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, you would have been expected to buy a buyer's registration fee of 7,000 Rand. That 7,000 Rand is refundable in the event that you do not buy anything. If you do buy anything, then of course that will form part of your payment for your invoice later this afternoon when we send you your invoice as well. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, please note the auctioneer will be the one controlling the bidding and, of course, the bid increments. Try not to shout numbers to the auctioneer. And, of course, the auctioneer will do the rest to make sure that the process is fair, free for everyone that is participating here today. Collection of the vehicles. Please note, you can only collect your vehicles, ladies and gentlemen, once you have paid us and once we have verified that your funds are reflecting in our bank account. So I urge you, please, ladies and gentlemen, you must wait for that phone call. Once you've sent us your proof of payment, we will allocate the funds accordingly. Then we will advise you that you can now come through to our offices to come and collect your vehicles. We do not release vehicles for any reason whatsoever on the same day as the auction. Obviously, there is a lot of movement, there is a lot of traffic, so we only start releasing vehicles the following Monday. Normally, our auctions are on a Thursday, so vehicles will be released the following Monday, immediately opening of business on that particular day. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, in the event that there is a dispute between any two bidders here today, as much as I try and be as fair as possible, please note the auctioneer will use his discretion at all times. If need be, then I'll re-auction that particular lot. for the benefit of the buyers and for the benefit of the sellers. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some buyers that cannot make it to our auctions, just like those that are sitting at home or the comfort of their offices or garages. Please note this facility is available for you as well. In the event that you can't make it to future auctions, please do note that you can participate via the online platform. You can also telephone us, ladies and gentlemen. One of our representatives will take and relay bids to the auctioneer on your behalf via the telephone. All you have to do is come through, register the same way you've done here today, and that facility is available for you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please, no rigging, collusion permitted. It is against the law. And of course, if the auctioneer suspects that you are in a rig or you are colluding to pull prices, then of course the auctioneer has the discretion to ask you to leave the auction in any event. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the story. That is what you need to expect here today. And of course, we have 70 lots, as I've mentioned, high quality vehicles, ranging from Ford Rangers to Mazdas to MP300 Nissans to Quantums. Every single car that you can think of in the de-fleeting space is available here for you today in different kinds of conditions, different mileages. We are excited to bring them to the market thanks to our partners, of course. And ladies and gentlemen, the auction will be starting in the next 2 seconds. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not ready, get yourself ready. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as the first one comes up, she is a beauty. What a way to start the auction. But even before we do that, I also see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. I want to say welcome if you're joining us for the first time. And of course, to our regular customers that have been, of course, supporting us right through. A warm welcome as well. I hope you enjoy the morning with us. We will try and keep moving as steadily and as quickly as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, what else to start this auction but the 2019, the VW GTI. She is a stunner ex-police vehicle. It was a dog unit vehicle. You can open the back. They can have a look. It will need a little bit of conversion to make it a normal car again. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is available. The engine is intact. Everything else about this car says buy me, buy me. Look at the mileage on her as well. 61,000 on a Golf 7 2019 model. What a car, ladies and gentlemen. It is business here as usual at the High Street Fit Company. Now, what do we do? Right, will you take me your way now? We're going to say 200 now. What do you go? At 200,000 and I'm looking for a bid now. We're going to 200,000 and somebody make me a bid now. Where do we go? 200,000 and make me an offer. Have a look at another Golf 7 GT high at 200,000. Chip of the prize now. Rennie advances here. Rennie takers here. I'll take 180. Is that a 180? 180 I have. Here 180,000 and what do we do now? But come making about 185. 180,000 and chip of the prize. Have a look at it now. At 180,000 and that's a load to go. It is the lovely GT high, ladies and gentlemen, available as a 2019. Rena Salad to go at 180,000 and opening and closing bid. Is there any other bidders here? At 180,000 and I got about 185. I'm begging again now. We'll get about 190 here. At 185,000 and I'm begging again. I got about 190. I'm begging again now. We'll get about 95 and 5. I got about 190,000 and we'll get about 5 and 5. 190,000 and is what I'm asking for now. We on 185,000 and a seller. Way cheaper the price, ladies and gentlemen, at 185,000 and for the first time. It is man on the floor. I'm going to sell the Saturday confirmation for 185,000 rand for the second time. At 185,000 rand, Muhammad's going to come up. Muhammad's going to come up. I see man on lines come back in again. Man online is back in again, says, hold on, Mr. Auctioneer. We cannot let such a beautiful car go away. At 220,000 rand, I'm offered now. 220,000 rand, welcome, Wally. And we are back online. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in business at 220 now. The Golf 7 GT High 2019. Ex-traffic vehicle, ladies and gentlemen, it is available here. Ex-dog unit vehicle available here for 220,000 rand. Ex-fees. I sell it all the way to go. Got about the first time now. I'm selling to the man on the line. You're out on the floor, sir. At 220,000 rand, will you want to go another 25 and 5? Even at 220,000, then I got about a second time now. Muhammad comes up at 220,000 rand. I'm going to sell a subsidy confirmation. There's no other bidders, yes. All through, all done for 220,000 rand. To the man on the line. Yeah, let's move around. And our bar there, of course, coming in as bar number 303. Sold for 220,000 rand. Please note, ladies and gentlemen, all vehicles are subject to confirmation. All vehicles are subject to confirmation unless the auctioneer mentions that the vehicle is no longer under the subject to confirmation clause. All vehicles are subject to confirmation unless the auctioneer announces we are on the market. If the auctioneer announces that we are on the market, then that means that vehicle is being sold and confirmed immediately on the floor, and there will not be another opportunity for you to buy it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, here's your big sellers now. Here they come now. You have a look at them. I'll tell you now. Lot number 2. The 2019 is the Isuzu, the D-Max. What a stunning opportunity as well for you. 76,000 on the clock. This is the one for the dealerships. Gentlemen, talk to me. Let's not waste time. You had about 180,000 rand to go. 180,000 and 100,000 and I'm offered. At 100,000 rand, what do you go? When about 110, what do you go? You had 100,000 rand, what do we do? Have a look at it now. What do you go about 110? At 110,000 and I got 100 already. Will you go to 110 if you like us? At 110,000 and I got about 15,000 and I got about 20. At 20,000 and I got back in the back now. I got about 25. At 125,000 and you're out. I sell the man in the center. Oh, I got about 30,000 and I'm back in again. At 130,000 and will you take it about 140? At about 140,000 and I sell it to go. Have a look at it now, sir. This is quality fleet defeat now. At 135,000 and will you got about 37? I'll tell you. Who's going to get about 137,000 and I'm selling on roll the wild. At 135,000 and I got about a second time. Now, for the last time, Muhammad's coming up, gentlemen, at 135,000 rand, 7.5, 39, sir. At 139, 39, when you got about 40. You had about 140, 40.5, 41, sir. You had about a 42, sir. You had about a 43. At about 144,000 and 44, 45. At about a 46,000 and I got about 145. I'm back in again. It is the man on the left here, sir. I'm selling at 145. At 46,000 and he comes back in again. When you got about 7. At 47,000 and 7, I got you now. But you got a 148. 147,000 is over here, man in the front now, first time. He had 148, now 9. Rounded up at 150, 50,000 and I have. Any other better that sells somebody confirmation at 150,000 and I got about a first time now. I got about a second time now. You got to make a decision at 150,000 and no other better here. Last chance, hold on, and I sell 150,000 rand over the roll, down over the roll, down over the roll, down. Bars, bar number 323 bars for 150,000 rand, subject to confirmation. And we move on to the next one. Here she comes up, ladies and gentlemen, big cars for big boys. Here comes the 14-seater. Here comes the Quantum. I've had phone calls coming in galore from all over, around the country. People calling on the Quantums. They are in absolute immaculate condition. Please look at the bodywork. Please have a look at the engines. If you haven't had a chance to talk to them, please do so now. Have a look at them as well. It is the Toyota Quantum. Bring her in. She comes in at lot number 3. If you're just joining us, my name is Gifting Gwenya, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again here at the High Street Fleet Company Co. Let's talk about the Quantum. Oh, what a car, ladies and gentlemen. She comes in, of course, as the 2019. Look at the mileage on her at 48,426. You can't go wrong with a Quantum. That's only got 48,000. You might as well go to a dealership, and I know a couple of good ones. I'm wearing a jacket of one of them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it here. What do we do here? I'll take it if we go. At about, say, 350,000 rand. At 350, I'm offered already. At 350,000 rand, I'm offered already. Will you come back in at 355? 350,000 rand, I'm offered already. I sell to go. At 350,000 rand, we on the market. I take instructions here. At 350, I have. 350,000 rand. Welcome to the show, madam. At 350,000 rand, I have. We on the market. I'm selling to sell now. I got about a first time now. At 350,000 rand, are there any other bidders here? What about 352? 352, sir. 54, sir. 356, sir. It is a Quantum with 48,000 on the clock. Where's my buyers online? 360,000. I'm back with the man online. Somebody talk to me at 365. Man on the floor. Thank you, sir. What about 370? At 365,000. And gentlemen, this is the one. This could be the buy of the day. 370. I'm back in again. Man on the right. You get about 375. 5 I've got now. But you go 380. At 375,000. And I sell man on the left. You're out, sir. Man online. Where are you now? At 375,000. And Once again, Muhammad gonna come up now again. At 375, I got about a first time now. At 375,000, and I got about a second time now. Oh, now what's that? I got about 380 now. I'm banging again. What about 382? At 382, 2 I go now. Will you come banging about a 384? At 382,000 rand, you're allowed, sir. Talk to me here. At 382,000 rand, you're allowed now. I sell all the while 382,000 rand. I got about a second time now. How much is up? 384. What about 386, sir? At 384, 6 I have. What about 388, sir? At 386,000 rand, will you go 388? 386,000 and 48,000 on the clock. It is a quantum 14-seater, and I sell it to go, sir. Even at 386,000 and second time, I threaten you not. 388, 390, sir. At 390,000 rand, will you go about 90? I got 390 now. Will you come back at 392? Bidders against you, gentlemen. I say in the center here for 390 now. 390. I'm selling in the center first time. 392, 394, 396, gentlemen, 396, 398, 398. Talk to me, what do we do? I have 396, 98 is nonsense here. It says it's back in. Now talk to me, 400. At 400,000 when I got. Will you come back at about a 402? At about a 404. At 402,000 when I got a seller, sir. At 402,000 when I got a seller, now 4. At 404, will you go 6 there? At 406,000 when will you go 8, sir? At 406,000 when will you go 8? What about 8, sir? At 8,000 and I'm backing again, will you go 10? At 14, 10 now, how about I say 12? At about 14,000 and will you go? At 412,000 and take the 30 nivel. At 412,000 and you can take 30 nivel. At 413,000 and I'm backing again now, how about 14? I'm even taking ones here to help you, sir. At 413,000 and will you got about 14,000? At 413,000 and got about a first time now. I got about a second time now. I got a seller, sir. At 413,000 and I got a seller, sir. At 413,000 rand. Hold the roll then. I sell in the center. 413,000 rand. Hold the roll done. 323 bars sold and confirmed on the floor. Please, a round of applause to this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good buy. Right, bringing the next one. Here she comes up, lot number 4. What a calf got for you. She's a stunner as well. Have a look at her, ladies and gentlemen. Comes the Ford Ranger. 2019, the double cab. Don't want to waste your time on her. What a car. She's available here. 263,000 on the clock. Where are you, Lerata? This is the one for you. Come on now. Let's do business here. You got about 180,000. What about 189? What got about 79 and 5? What got about 179? What got about 69? What got about 50,000 rand? 150. I'm looking for the bid now. You want to bid at 150,000. Here comes a nice bucket double cab. 150. 49. Got about 45. What about 140? 140,000 rand. Have a look at the Kevlin now. What do we do? 140,000 rand. Are there any takers here at 140 first time? Here at 140,000 rand. Have a look at the Ford Ranger. Oh, I got about a second time at 140,000 rand. What about a 130? Here at about 130,000 and I take her to go now. What about a 130? What about 120,000 and minimum bid? Minimum bid? 120,000 rand, no interest, no takers here on her. At 120,000 rand, I'm going to pass by. Hold through, hold on for the 120,000 rand. Passerby, nobody interested in her today as we move on to the next one. Here comes up the Ford Freestyle. 2020 is the year model. What a nice little car to get around. Have a look at her right here at High Street Fleet Co. Company. Ladies and gentlemen, here she comes up, the Ford Freestyle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this nice little Ford Freestyle. What a nice little car I've got for you here. 66,000 on the clock. Nice little run around, ladies and gentlemen. She is available here. And of course, I'm selling her to go. Look at her carefully. 2020 is the year model. You can still put this one on Uber. I'm sure you can. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do here? Let's do business. How about I say 130,000 rand you're going to have? Make me it off at 130. What do you got about 30 now? How about 120? 120, what do you got about 15,000 now? How about 110? Well, I'll take it about to say now 75,000 and I'm over. It's 75,000 and I got you now. Thank you, sir. 75, what do you got about 80? At 80,000 and I'm better again now. What do you got about 85 and 5? At 85,000 and what do you got about 85? Got about 90,000 and thank you, sir. 90,000 and I got you now. What do you got about 95 and 5? At 90,000 and when do you go now? What about man online? For 90,000 rand, have a look at now Ford Freestyle. At 90,000 rand, she's cheaper the price now. Got about 95 and back. What about 100,000 rand? What do you go? You're a lot now. You're in, sir. We had about 105 at 100,000 and I'm bad now. What about 105? Have a look at it now. Look at the mileage and look at the year model on her. You need 100,000 now. 105 and 5. What about 110? Will you go? What about 110? Will you go? I got about 105,010. I'm begging again. Will you get about 15,000 and I'm begging again? Hey, how about 20? At 115,000 and I still let it go first time. 115,000 and I still let it go about a second time. For 115,000 rand on the Ford Freestyle. No other bidders here. Last chance with the roll down for 115,000 rand. Sold bound right here on the floor. Center there. Thanks you, sir. Bound number 547 for 115,000 rand. Right, bring in the Kia Picanto. What a nice little car. A Kia Picanto doesn't need a story, ladies and gentlemen. One size fits all. One size fits all like a sock. Yes, she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Kia Picanto. Look at her, ladies and gentlemen, Kia Picanto 2022. Nice little car for you as well here. 73,000 on the clock. They don't get cleaner than this. Give us the hooter there, my friend, on the Kia Picanto. Don't be fooled by the size of the car. She's got a big hooter. Here she is available, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at it now. What do we do on this lovely Kia Picanto? Yet about say 130. Yet about 130,000. And I'm looking for a bit now. What do we do here? Will you make me an offer at 130? How about 120? At 120,000. And I made an offer here. What do you go? 90,000 and I'll take, sir. What about a 95? What do you go? At 90,000 and now the any other bit is got about 90,000 and first high. 92,000 and I'm offered, sir. What do you got about a 94? I got 92,000 and I'm looking for a bit now. What do you got about a 94? At 92,000 and I sell a summary confirmation here. There's not a bit as here, even at 92,000 and I got about a second time. At 92,000 rand, no other bit is here. Last chance for the roll done. For 92,000 rand. Sold subject to confirmation by number 323 pounds there for 92,000 randa. Bring in the next one. Here she comes up there. Isuzu D-Max, please have a look at her. There's Isuzu D-Max coming in as a double cab. Here she is at lot number 7, water car I've got for you. And I'll tell you her story now. Where do we go? Isuzu D-Max, ladies and gentlemen. 131,000 on the clock. 131,000 on the clock. 2019 is the year model. You don't need a story on a lovely, good double cab by Isuzu. 200,000 rand, that's where we want to open now. Where do we go here? Even at 200,000 rand, will you talk to me? I got about to say 200, 190, had about 180. At 180,000 and 150, I'm over now, I'll take it. At 150,000 rand, take her now. What do we do here? For 150,000 rand, she's cheaper the price now. Have a look at your auction calculator. 150 now, any other bidders here, will you come begin at 55? Well, I got about 100,000 and 50 now. Got about the first time, second time. At 150,000 and I got you now. Thank you, man. 150, I got 50,000 and any advances here. At 150,000 and any advances here for the second time. At 150,000 and how much is that? 152, 154. At 154, 56 now. Got about 58, madam. Will you come back in 158? I've got 156,000 and bidders against you. Will you go 158? 160. Please sign now. 160 I got. What about 162,000 rand? I got 160,000 bidders against you, madam. What do I do here? Will you come back and come on, Lerato? You can do this. I know you got it. At 162,000, now she's back again. What about 64, sir? 64, he says I'm also back in again now. What about 65, Lerato? You can do it again at 165. What about 166,000 rand? 166 now. Will you go 67? 166 now, 77, I'm back now. 168 now. What about 169 now? I got about 168,000 and I'm selling this way on the right now, 69. What about 170? Fill it up now, sir. At 170,000 rand, will you come back in at 171? 171, I'm back in again with the lady on the floor. 172,000 rand back. At about 173,000 rand to go. At 172,000 rand, I got about the first time. I got about the second time. At 172,000 rand, all the roll. No, the is 172,000 rand. Subject to confirmation, that's all. For 172,000 rand. Hold through, hold on. 323 buys, 172,000 rand, and it is subject to confirmation. Bring in the next one. Here she comes up. Ford Ranger now available. Ford Ranger now available. Have a look at her. Welcome, just on time, of course, yes. Yeah, it is, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 8, 2019 Ford Ranger, the single cab. It is a nice one. We don't have a lot of these ones. They're quite nice. If you are a dealer, you need to be looking at this particular one. Not looking for too much on her. 2019, 102,000 on the clock. Have a look at her. Where do we go now? We had about 160,000 rand. You can have a bucket for her. He had 160,000 rand. Look at the condition in her. Look at the mileage in her. It's not looking too bad at all now. 160. I got about 160, 55. I got about 150 now. 130,000 and I'm offered. I'll take it. 130,000 hand, but you come back in about 35. What about 140,000 hand? I'm back in again. When you got about 45. What about 145,000 hand? I got about 140,000 hand. I sell. He had 140,000 hand. Have a look at her. What about 142,000 and I'm looking for a bit now. I got about 42,000 and he's back now. 144,000 and he's back in again. We got about 6,000 and to go. Hit 146,000 and take 44 there. Hit 144,000 and we got about 144. I got about 142,000 and I got about the first time. Second time. 142,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance. You don't want to take 43, you say. At 142,000 rand at the back. Hold through, hold on, and I sell for 142,000 rand. Hold through, hold on. Bar number 547 bars there for 142,000 rand. We move on to the next one. Here comes the Isuzu D-Max. Have a look at her, lot number 19. Lot number 19. Here's the one I like, ladies and gentlemen. She's a must sell today. She's a must sell today. Cinderella. Cinderella left her shoes on the staircase, and here's the paintwork to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a hooter there, my friend. Let's just hear that hooter. Ah, she's stunning. We did a little bit of artwork just to make sure that you're comfortable with everything. Ladies and gentlemen, in and out artwork done on this one. But of course, I'm sure you've all had a chance to have a look at her. Have a look at her, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at lot number 9. Talk to me now. What do we do here? Even at 150,000 and make me an offer. Where do we start? 150. Look at the engine on this car. Please open the engine on this car. People underestimate this car. They're not sure. They underestimate this car because of the bin. The bin, you can get it re-rubberized for 3,000 rand. But you can't buy an engine this clean for 3,000 rand. I can tell you now, at 120,000 rand, Muhammad, welcome to the show. What do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? I got to tell you now, where do we go here? Even at 120,000 rand, I got you now. What do you got about 120? What do you got about 125 and 5? I'm looking for a little bit of more now. What do we do? 125 and 5. What do you come back and again about 125? What do you got about 130? Feel like I got about 125,000 and I'm looking for a little bit more now. I got to sell at 125,000 and I'll tell you what I'll do now. Even at 125,000 and somebody's losing out now. 127 I can do for you. 129 I can do for you. What about 131,000 and will you come back at 131? I got about 129,000 and I got to sell them there. I got about the first time now. I got about the second time now. Have a look at this bucket, ladies and gentlemen, at 129. Who's going to get about 130,000 and what about 130? Somebody talk to me now. Where are you? At 130,000 and man online has got 131. Will you come back and at 32 on the floor? Thank you, sir. What about 33? I got about 132,000 and I got man on the floor here. What about 133,000 and have a look at this bucket carefully now. Look at the shoes on her. At 132,000 and I got about the first time. Second time, 33 now. What about 34, 35 now? What about 36,000 and come back, talk to me, 36 I have. What do you got, 37 if you're looking here? What about 137, 7 I got you now, what do you go, 38? Look at the bucket, look at the year model, listen to the price I'm talking about here. Impossible, not in Joburg. At 138,000 and will you go again, sir? 138 I have. 139, will you come back and again, 9 I have. 140, sir. 140, will you come back in at 42, sir? At 140,000 rand, I got a bet now, man on the floor. 142 is good. 144, sir. I'm going to put on the market today. At 142,000 and I sell it to the man on the left your first time. At 142,000 and I got about a second time. Nobody else with another bird here. Otherwise, I'll let her go, subject to confirmation, of course. At 144 with the man online now. Will you go 46 if you like her now? I got about 146,000 and will you come back in again? I got 144. Take 145. You've tried. 145. I'm back with the gentleman on the floor. Man online, where are you? At 46 if you like her. Otherwise, I sell to the man on the floor at 145 first time. 145 second time. And 146. Man on the line is back again. What do we do now, sir? Will you go 47? 146,000. What about 46 and a half? What about 46 and a half? Don't be scared to be in Fortsburg. It's just down the road here. It's our neighbor. At 146,000. No other bidders here. Last chance. How much is up? 146,000 and man on the line. I sell to you, sir. 146 buys there. Bar number 314. Bring in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? Here she comes up, the Renault Cougar. Nice little car for you. 61,000 on the clock. Nice delivery vehicle for the company, for the ex-wife, for the mother-in-law. This is the one you buy. The daughter starting university. This is the one you want to buy. She is a stunning little opportunity I've got for you. 61,000, 2022. 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do business here. Make me an offer. Will you get about 140,000? You get about 140,000 and make 130. You get 130,000 and I'll take 100 to start here. Will you get about 100,000 and 100,000 and I'm offered? 100,000 and I got you now. Will you come back in? What about 102? What about 102? I got me and got about 100,000 and on the Ford Cougar. I got to sell it half for the second time. You get 100,000 and do I have any avances here? Even at 100,000 and I'm looking for 102,000 and are you betting here? 102,000 and men at the back, sir. 102 at the back, I've got you thinking, sir. What about 104,000 and men in the front, 4 I have. At 104,000 and will you go come back in again? What about 106,000 rand? Men at the back, 106. It's only money, sir. You can't take it with you, sir. At 104,000 and 105. 105? 104 is in the front. 104 is in the front. Gentlemen in the back giving you an opportunity to try again. At 104,000 rand. Are you sure? Last chance here. Muhammad's up at 104,000 rand. 105 is back there. We're going to try and negotiate that one a little bit far off, but we got to try. At 105,000 rand, I got about 106,000 and a half. You had 106,000 and you're out again, sir. 107, 106,000 and first time. Second time. At 106,000 rand, man in the front, hoof roll down, and I sell for 106,000 rand, hoof roll down. Bar number 547 bars there, 106,000 rand. Ring in the next one. Right, and gentlemen, here comes another Toyota Quantum for you I've got today. Here she is. She comes in as a 2019 water car. Toyota Quantum, 122,000 on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a stunner. And of course, this is the 11-seater. Not the 14-seater, the baby Quantum, the 11-seater. New model, of course, 2019. Let's do business here. 270,000 and ask here. Make me an offer. Where do we go? Will you get about a 270 now? Will you get about a 65, 60? And where do we go? 250,000 and I'm offered with a man online. At 250 now, will you come back and I got about a 55 and 5. I got 250 now with a man online. Will you come back at 255? 55 I have on the floor. What about 60 to go? At 255,000 and I got men on the floor now at 55. What about men online? Will you come back and I got about 260? At 255,000 and I got sell up first time. Second time. Now 260 I have. At 260,000 and I'm with you, sir. At 260, sir, I've got you now. It's your 260. Hold on. Will you come back at 65? Will you go 65? 5 I have. What about 270, sir? 270, sir. What about 75? 275. Get out of the way. Come on, Greg, stop drinking Coke and work. 270,000 hand, but you got about 75. I got 270 bidders against you, 75 I have. What about 280? 280,000 rand, we on the market, gentlemen, 285. 85, what about 90? What about 90? At 285, will you go 90? 90 I have. What about 95, sir? At 295, now I'm looking for a 300. What about 305, sir? What about 310? 10, what you got about a 10? I got 305, I got 310, I'll take 12. What you got about 312, sir? 12 I have. You get about 14,000 hand, do you come back in at 14? I got 312,000 and I sell to the man on the right now, first time. At 312,000 and I gotta sell about a second time now. 312,000 and you think about it, so what do I do here? I take instructions from you at 14,000 and is back now. What you got about 16,000 and ever left? What about 318,000 and he's got 16 now? What you got about 17,000 hands? I got 316,000 and I sell the first time now. Second time now. 317 is back again. What you got about 18,000? At 317,000 and we on the market now. At 317,000 and we on the market. 18 is back. What about 19,000 and 19 I have? Fill it up, sir. Go 320 and half. What you got about a 1? At 320,000 and have a look at about the first time. A second time. At 320,000 and all the roll, dude. I'm gonna sell it to go 21. I'm back at again. What about 22,000 and I'm looking for an extra 1,000. At 321,000 and I sell over your first time. Second time. 321,000 and another roll, another roll, another roll done. Bar number 323 bars for 321,000 randa. Bring in the next one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep them moving. Here comes the Isuzu. The Isuzu comes in at 115,000 on the clock. Here's the nice Isuzu coming up your way. Have a look at her. Nice double cab for you, ladies and gentlemen. Not too much to ask here. 2019, pay attention, Larata. What do we do here? 2019 Isuzu, 115,000. 115,000 on the clock. Make me an offer here. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? Talk to me now on the Isuzu. 150,000 and I'm offered 150 I'll take. Yet 150,000 and I'm looking for a 55 to go. 155, 160, 165, 70. Yet 170,000 and I'm begging again. What about 75? Well, I got about 170,000 and I sell to go. Well, I got about 75, now at 80. What about 180,000 and what got about 85? 85 as well. The two of you, yes, one of you. 185. Got about 190, what do you go, sir? At 185,000 and look at the mileage. You're not going to get a good one at 115. Not at 115,000. Yeah, then I sell to go 185 first time. I got about a second time at 185. Take 87,000 and I'll always try and help you, sir. At 187, 7 I got. 187, are there any other bidders here? Muhammad is both rolled and at 187. What about 89, gentlemen? Back in again. You're out, you're out. At 187,000 and all through. I sell at 187,000 and all through. All done. 323 bars there, 187. Bring in the next one. Here she comes up, have a look. It is the Nissan MP200. Bring her in, nice delivery van. 323, nice, 187. I don't know if it's the mic, it's not so clear. It's a bit, or maybe it's my voice as well. I'm not really feeling the oomph today, you know. I didn't get it. I didn't do my morning tool dance. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Nissan MP200. It is the nice one. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. A nice little 2019 delivery van for you. 173,000 on the clock. It is the Nissan MP200. Instructions are to sell her and go, Mr. Auctioneer. What do we do? Let's not waste time. 100,000 rand, you can have her. Buy yourself a Nissan MP200 for 100,000. I give it to you. 100,000. Give me an offer. Make 90. 75,000 and I'm offered. Who's going to get about 80,000 and never like her? I got about 75,000 and thank you, sir. 75. 80,000 and I'm begging again. I'm going to get about 85 and 5. 85,000 and go 90 if you like her. At 85,000 and I sell it to go first time, a second time, at 85,000 and any other bidders here. What about 87,000 and what to go? 85,000 and have a look at the Nissan MP200. She's not a bad looker at all at 85,000 and I got about a second time at 85,000 and no takers here. Last chance here at 85,000 rand. Off the roll then. She's way below. I needed at least 120, sir. Unless you want to up your offer. At 85,000 and I'm going to pass her by. No interest, no takers. 85,000 rand. Nissan MP200. Pass her by today, Carly. We'll try and find a buyer during the week. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, please do note, you can come and see us for what has not been sold. And we can try and see what we can do for you. Bring in the Isuzu D-Max, boys. Don't be scared. Bring them all. I sell them all. Here she comes up. Lot number 14. Double cab. What a nice looking bucky. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, look at the mileage on her as well. 62,000. 1,045,000. Yes, that's how our former president would have said it. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at, of course, lot number 14. The Isuzu D-Max is the double cab. I don't want to waste time on them. I've been selling them all day, all night. I just sold the last one for 187. Somebody make me an offer here, 200,000. She's one of the better lookers. Mileage is far much less, at least 50,000 rand less on the mileage. Talk to me now. Where do we go? 190,000. Here, 190,000 ham. What do you got about 180? What about 180,000 ham? What do you got about 170, 150? I'll take 150,000 ham. I'm over now. What do you got about 55? At 155, I've got about 160. What do you got about 165? And 5, what do you got about 170? At 70,000 and I got again. What do you got about 75? At 75, what do you got about 80,000 and you're protecting your purchase at 180,000 and I got you now. What do you got about 85? What about men online? Are you gonna come in again? At 180,000 and I got men in the center of the room. I got about a first time. Now 85 is back now. What about 190? At 190,000 and I'm back in again, men in the center. What about 95 and 5? I got about 190,000 and what about 92,000 and if I like her? At 190,000 and I got about a first time, a second time, 190,000 and Muhammad's gonna come up now. At 190,000 and no other bidders here. That's also 92 comes, 94 is gone, 96 is back, 97 sir, got about a 200, got about a 202, then I put on the market for you. At 202,000 rand, 204, at 204, 6 will you come back and again we're on the market. 206 now, what do you got about 8? At 206,000 and we're on the market, gentlemen. At 206,000 rand, second time. We on the market, gentlemen, at 206,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last one's out the roll done. For 206,000 rand, out the roll done, out the roll done, out the roll done. Sorry? Oh. Yes, the mileage there, 162, sorry. Just confirming that. Right, Ninjaman selling all the while, 206. So bar number 323 bars. Thank you, sir. And we move on to the next one. Right, and Jimmy, just a quick update to our online buyers. Quick update to our online buyers. If you are betting on Bid Wrangler, you need to go to YouTube so that you can be able to participate there. There is something happening on the Big Wrangler app. So if you were using Bid Wrangler, please, we urge you, shift over to YouTube. And you should be able to stream live from there and participate live from there. Please do turn over to that. Oh, my apologies. So you can actually watch on YouTube, but you will still have to bid on Bid Wrangler. So please just make sure that you are able to do that as we move along. Range German, here comes in lot number 15. The next one, she is quite a car here. Ford Ranger vehicle available. And what do we do? Nice Bucky. Look at the mileage on her as well. 46,000 and a good Ford Ranger. I sell it to go. 150,000 rand. Come on, Collie, find me a buyer here. We had about 150,000 and I'm looking for a better now. What do you got about 150, 49, 8, about 5. Hit 140,000 and 130 I'm off it. Hit 130,000 and will you come making it with a 35 and 5. 130,000 rand, come on now, let's move it up a little bit. What do you got about a 35 and 5? I got about 135,000 and I got money in the corner. We on the market as I'm selling to confirm. At 135,000 and somebody go 37. 137,000 and I'm back in again 39. What about a 41, sir? At 139, 41, I got you now. Will you come back in at 43? At 143 now, how about 45? At 143,000 rand, sir. 143,000 rand first time. Talk to me now, got about 145. 5 and 5, 7, I'm back in again with a man on the floor now. I got about a 49, will you come back in at 51? 151,000 and will you go 3? 153,000 and 55. What about 57? At 155,000 and gentlemen, you're allowed on this side. 7 to go. At about 59, sir. 59,000 and I'm back in again now. Will you got about a 59? Will you got about a 61 in wood? I got about 159,000 and but it's against you. 61,000 and is back. 63 I have now. What do you got about a 5 and 5, sir? I got about 163,000 and I'm back now. 5, I'm back in again. When you got about a 7, I go now. What about 169,000 and when you go? I got about a 67,000 and will you come back at a 69 and 9? 7, I go now. 9, I go now. What you got about 171? What about come back at 73? At 171,000 and bidders against you. I sell to the man on the left of me now. At 73 is back. 75 is also back now. Will you come back in at 77, sir? At 173,075 first time. Second time. 175, I sell man on the floor. At 175,000 and there's not a bit here. At 175,000 rand, I sell to the man here on the center. Buy number 323 bars 175 as we move on to the next one. Here comes another D-Max. Have a look at her. Nice bucket for you. Have a look at her. I'll tell you the story now. What a nice looking bucket. Lot number 16, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you online, do not forget you can watch the auction on YouTube, but you will still have to bid on Bid Wrangler. Please, ladies and gentlemen, here's a nice bucket coming up at lot number 16. It is a nice bucket, 163 on the clock. I'm not looking for a lot on her. Will you make me an offer 190? He had about 190,000 rand. You're going to have 190,000 rand. I'm looking for a 185. Well, I got about a 150 on my hood. At 150,000 rand. Will you come back in about a 155? 155. I got about a 60,000. Will you got about a 65,000 rand? What about a 170? At 170,000 rand. I'm back in again now. Will you got about a 175 and 5? Oh, I'm looking for the 180. I got 175,000 rand. Any other bidders? 175 cent and a half first time. 175. I got about a cent and a half second time. At 175,000 rand. At 175,000 and somebody's losing out here. At 175,000 and no other bidder. What about 177? At 175,000 and last chance. At 175,000 rand, roll down. And I got 180. I got about 180,000 and man online is in now. And I sell to the man on the line, man on the floor. Where are you? Will you come back in at 82? At 180,000 and first time, second time, 180,000 rand. It is man on the line. No the bidders. 180,000 rand. Man on the line bars 180,000 rand. And that of course is buy number 337. Ring in the other Isuzu D-Max. Well done, boys. Keep them coming, boys. Keep them coming in. Here comes in lot number 17. It is another D-Max. I like them all. I like them all. I like to see them coming in. And this one is a special one. 218,000 on the clock. She comes at. 2019 is the year model. I've got the tailgates for her. I've got the tailgates for her. 190. Just sold the last one for 180. Who's going to make me an offer here? We had 170,000 rand. But I'll give you a 10,000 rand discount on this one. What about 170,000 rand? 65, 160. You get 160,000 and I'm offered now. What do you got about a 5 and 5? I got about 160,000 and I said let it go first time now. Second time, 160,000 and what do you go 65 and 5? Hit 160,000 and send me the confirmation on this one for 160,000 rand. Way below the value. No one want to take her even at 160,000 rand. I'm going to have to pass her by. Oh, well done. 160,000 rand. Way below the value there, Carly. Let's hold that one back. We'll take her on another journey on another day. Here we come up, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the VW Polo. Here comes a nice 2019 VW Polo. Pay attention here. 109,000 on the clock. This is Uber special. These are the ones you want to have a look at. Nice little Uber vehicle for you. 114,000 rand. Here she goes, ladies and gentlemen. 115. Talk to me. Where do we go on the lovely little Polo? There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at her now. We're about to go. You're about to make me an offer here. What about 100,000 rand to go? 100,000 rand. Have a look at her now. There she is now, the little Polo. Here we go, 100,000 rand, I got about a 90. 90,000 rand, I'm offered 70,000 rand, I got, thank you, sir. It's 70,000 rand, who's going to get about a 75? 5 I got, where do you go now? I got about 80. At 80,000 rand, I got about 85. 5 I've got him now, where do you go? 90. At 90,000 rand, where do you come? Bing, got about a 95. What about 100,000 rand to go? I got about a 95,000 rand, are you happy there, sir? At 95. At 95,000 rand, I'm looking for the 97. 95,000 rand, I got to sell them around, got about a first time now. 95, got about a second time. At 95,000 rand, are there any other bidders here? Last chance to roll done. At 95, 97,000 and I'm back in again. Who's going to go about a 99? I got 97,000 and I sell on the floor here. How much is up? At 97,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance to roll done. 98. 99. 100, sir. 99. 100,000 and a half. 101. 102, sir. 103, sir. I got 102. 103. 104, sir. 105, sir. The car's in nice condition. 107, sir. 108, sir. 107,000 rand bidders against you now. Will you get about 180,000? I got 107,000 rand. Another roll, another roll, another roll, another roll, done. 323 buys for 107,000 rand. We move on to the next one. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her. Oh, here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes in the Isuzu D-Max. What a car I've got for you now. 76,000 on the clock. Very nice bucket here for the dealers. It is a nice one. One of the few single cabs I have. One of the few single cabs. I think we've only got 3 on this auction this time around, so we don't have a lot of single cabs. But here is the one, ladies and gentlemen, she is available for you. Let's do business. 170,000 and I'll make an offer. At 150,000 and I'm offered already. 155, will you come back in again? Well, I got me 150,000 and I got man on the floor here. At about, will you come back in at 55? I said, let it go. 150,000 and I got about a first time, a second time. 155, I'm on the market with you, sir, just because I like you. At 155,000 rand, what about 57? I got 155,000 and first time, second time. You know what's going to happen on the third time? I'm going to sell it. I'm going to confirm it. At 155,000 and 57 I go. What about 59, 60 online? What about 62,000 rand? At 162, what about 4? Man on the floor, back in at 162,000 rand. Don't make me threaten you, gentlemen. At 162,000 rand, I got about a first time, second time. How much is up? I sell the go. At 162,000 rand. Man on the floor. No other bidders, your last chance of the roll down. Selling to confirm at 162,000 rand of the roll down, of the roll down. 64 at about 66, sir. I got 64 men online. 66 I got. And how about will you come begging at 60? Hey, I got about 164,000 and I got my man on the floor now. Man online, where are you now? Will you come begging at 66? Otherwise, I sell it to go. At 164,000 and late comer, but we take you anyway. At 164,000 and overall done. No, but as your last chance overall done. 164 bars sold and confirmed. And of course, that is bar number 323. Ladies and gentlemen, bring in the next one. Here she comes up now, Ford Ranger. Right, gentlemen, here we go. Here come again. Here comes in the 2019, the Ford Ranger. Vehicle has got 209,000 Rand. Nice little single cab here. Immaculate condition. Look at the body work on her. Really nothing to be worked on this particular car. What about 160,000 Rand to go? I give it away today, ladies and gentlemen, Ford Ranger. 160, 59, 55, 150 I'm offered. You get 150,000 and I got you now. What do you get about a 155? How about a 160? At 160,000 and somebody talk to me now. Will you come big at 160? Will you go 65? At 160,000 and I'm looking for a 62,000 and if you like a 160,000 and I got about a first time, second time. With 160,000 Rand. Are there any other bidders here? For 160,000 Rand, will you go 62,000 Rand? What about 161? I've only got 160,000 Rand. Cheaper the price here, even at 160,000 Rand. No other bidders here. All through all done. And I sell STC for 160,000 Rand. All through all done. Buy number 547 buys that one for 160,000 Rand. Bring in the next one. Right, here she comes, 2019. Look at the year model, 142 on the Polo. Uber special, I keep telling you guys, business is made right here at High Street Fleet Co. Buy yourself a couple of Ubers, put them on the road, and you've got that passive income you've been looking for. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is. Give me 95,000 Rand. You can all call it a day. 95,000 Rand. Where you go in this lovely Polo? You get about a 90. Where you got about 85 and 5, 80, 75,000 Rand all day. Yes, 75. I'm up with already. Where you got about 80,000 Rand? I'll go. What about 80,000 Rand? Are you happy at 80? At 80,000 Rand. Thank you, sir. 80,000 Rand I have. I got about 85. Go 90,000 Rand if you like it. And 90,000 Rand if you like it. I got about 85,000 Rand. Will you go 90,000 Rand if you like it? Take her at 90. She's cheaper the price. It's only 5,000 Rand more. This car will bring you your money back in 12 months, sir. At 85,000 Rand, I got about the first time, second time. At 85, 90. 90,000 Rand, who's going to get about 91? At about a 92. I got 90,000 Rand, I sell her to go. At 90,000 Rand, I got about the first time, second time. Muhammad is up at 90,000 Rand. I'm going to put on the market at 90,000 Rand. I put on the market. She's on the market at 90,000 Rand. No other bidders here. Selling to confirm. Oh, the roll done at 90,000 Rand. Oh, the roll done. Oh, the roll done. Bars 90,000 Rand. What's your bar number there, sir? Then we move on to the next one. Right, bars number there, sir. Hey. 299. Here comes another Nissan MP300. I love the Nissan MP300s. What's clean cars? Give me a hooter there, Funeka. Ah, she's sexy. She's clean. Look at this car. In immaculate condition. The suspension is being tested as she comes into the auditorium. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. What a nice car. The lovely Nissan MP300. Oh, she comes in at 197,000 on the clock. Let's do business. 150,000 and I'll take to go. We had about 150, 40. Will you go 130,000 and I'll take a bid now? Will you go 130? What about 129,000 and 100,000 and I ask now? What about 100,000 and somebody talk to me at 100,000? Yet 100,000 and any other bidders here? 100,000 I got about a first time, a second time, at 100,000 and any interest? Any takers? Anybody interested in the MP300 today? Otherwise, I'm going to pass it by first chance, last chance. Hope roll done for 100,000 rand. No interest in her. Let's pass it by. We move on to the next one. Bring in the Toyota Quantum. Here comes the GL 247 water car. Right, have a look at this one, ladies and gentlemen, coming up your way shortly. The Toyota Quantum, the 2019, she is the GL, 247,000 on the clock. Look at the body work on her. Look at everything about her. She says, buy me, buy me, buy me. She is coming up now. I've already got bids coming in there. 300,000 rand with the man online. Is that right, Cully? I've already got 300,000. They ain't even seen the car yet. I tell you, this is how we do business here at the High Street Fleet Co. Bring the car and see what happens. How's that, huh? How's that, Shaheen? 300. Where are my cars, Uncle Joe? Go fetch me a car, Uncle Joe, to sell. Right, we're just waiting for the next car to come along. Ladies and gentlemen, should be here shortly. Right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we cannot get that vehicle here. The battery is just refusing to work with us. Sometimes these cars do talk back. They've got a voice of their own. She says, no, she ain't coming to the front. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But of course, it is a 2019 Toyota Quantum. She is available. I sell her to go from the back. If you didn't get a chance to see her, please go have a look at her. She's not too far off from here. And of course, if you're buying her online, ladies and gentlemen, the pictures are available as well. It is just a case of the battery. Right, let's sell it to go. 300,000 rand is what we've got with the man online now. You get a bit coming. We're going to run 3 and 5 to go. Why got about 300,000 and I'm looking for a 5 and 5 now. Will you come back in a 305? I got to sell. I got about 300,000 and have a look at it about the first time there. Even at 300,000 and will you come back in? I got about 310. At 300,000 and is all I got now with the man online. I sell a subject confirmation. At 300,000 and I got about a second time now. At 300,000 and no other bit is here. Last chance out the roll done for 300,000 rand. 300,000 rand will buy their buy number 303. That is subject to confirmation. 300 for buy number 303. And we're moving steadily along. Bring in the next one, boys. Here comes in a Ford Ranger 127. It is available now. She's also 2019. Let's do business and keep this auction moving. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you saw that on your screen. She came rushing all the way from the back in the storeroom. She's now here. 2019 Ford Ranger, ladies and gentlemen, vehicle available for sale. Have a look at the mileage sitting at 127,000 on the clock. My instructions are to sell, sell, sell. You get about 180,000 rand. Talk to me now. 180. 180,000 rand for the Ford Ranger single cab. Not in a bad condition at all. I got me 130,000 rand man online. 130,000 rand. Will you come back in? Will you get about a 5 and 5? 135 I got you. 140 I got you. At about 145,000 rand. Will you come back in again? I got about 140,000 rand man online. I still in again. I got about 140,000 rand. I got about a first time. 140,000 rand. I gotta let it go now. How do you any of the bidders here? At 145,000 rand back in again now. We'll get about 50,000 rand number. I got about 150,000 rand. Thank you, sir. Man on the floor now. With 150,000 rand, we'll get about 55 and 5. I got about 150,000 rand. I sell the first time now. 150,000 rand. I got about a second time now. At 150,000 rand, are there any of the bidders here? 150,000 rand. How much going to come up? I'm selling a subject confirmation. What about 152,000 rand? I'll try her. I'll try at 152. At 150,000 and all the while I sell to them on the floor. At 150,000 rand, there's not a bit as here. Last time sold through, hold on at 150,000 rand. Hold through, hold on. And I sell subject to confirmation, of course. Buy number 547 bars there for 152,000 rand. Bring in the next one. Here comes another Nissan MP300. She comes in with 162,000 on the clock. Have a look at her. What a car I've got for you, Nissan MP300. Vehicle is available here to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. Where do we go? 2019 Nissan MP300, 162,000 on the clock. We sell her all the while, 152,000 rand to ask. What about 150,000 and will it go 150? At 150, we'll get about 49, 140 now, we'll get about 35. At about 130,000 and ask. Are there any bidders here coming in at 130,000 and we'll get a 120? We'll get about a 19 and 15, I'll take 100,000 and minimum bid. Any takers here on the Nissan MP300 here at 100,000? 100,000 and I got about enough first time? Second time? Any interest, any takers at all? I got about 100,000 and thank you, sir. I'm offered 100,000 rand. Will you come making it 105? I've only got 100,000 rand on offer here on this lovely one at 100,000 Nissan MP300. First time, second time. How much is it? Subject to confirmation. I sell it to you so on the floor for 100,000 rand. Subject to confirmation. All through all done. What's the buy number? They say 100,000 buy number 319 buys for 100,000 runner. Bring in the next one. At 100,000 STC. Right, I'll have another Nissan MP300 coming up your way again. This time, ladies and gentlemen, she comes in with a mileage of 153,000, slightly lesser than the brother. She is available here, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at it. 2019 is the year model. My instructions are to sell, sell, sell. Look at the condition on her. I've just sold the last one for 100,000 and I'll start there. 100,000 and I'll ask for an offer here, sir. 100,000 and I'm offered. 100,000 and will you come making it with 105? At 100,000 and I got a bid already now. Will you come making it 105? Even at 100,000 and I sold to the man on the floor. Got about a first time now. I got about a second time now. At 100,000 and are there any other bidders now? Will you come making it 105? I've only got 100,000 and that's all I got. With the man on the floor, opening and closing bid. At 100,000 are there any other bidders here? Muhammad comes up and I sell her. Subject to confirmation at 100,000 and no other bidders here. Last one's all through all done for 100,000 rand and I sell to go. All through all done. Buy number 319 buys for 100,000 rand. Another offer there. Subject to confirmation on all these, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the Ford Ranger. 198,000 on the clock coming in at lot number 27. Right, gentlemen, here comes in lot number 27, Ford Ranger 2019. 198,000 on the clock. Have a look at her. She is available here for sale. What do I do here? What about 140,000 rand? You can have her. Get 140,000 rand. Make me an offer. How about 100,000 rand on the single car? 100,000 rand. Thank you, sir. Got you 100,000 rand already. What about 110? 10, where to go? What about 110? Even at 100,000 rand, it's all I got now with the man on the floor now. Well, you got about 105,000 rand. Where are you men online? They cheaper the price today at 100,000 rand. I got to let it go. Got about a first time now. I got about a second time now. At 100,000, there's not a bit is here. Well, you got about 102,000 and ever lucker. At 100,000 and all the while I sell it to go. Man on the floor. 102,000 and back in again. Man on the floor. Well, you got 104. What about 104,000 and I gotta go now, sir? I got about 102,000 and I sell all the while in the corner. 104,000 and will you go 14? 14 I got. How about 106 I got now? What about 108,000 and will you come back in again? I got about 106,000 and I got about first time. Subject to confirmation, second time. For 106,000 rand, no other bidders here. Last one so roll down at 106,000 rand. 321 buys S2C. 321 buys for 106,000 rand, and that is subject to confirmation. Here comes the 2019 RAV4, 132,000 on the clock. What a nice car. What a nice car I've got for you. Nice SUV for the family. Tinted windows. She's in immaculate condition. You don't need a story here. You're just traveling in sheer luxury with the family. Vehicle has got 132,000. You know what the retail for? You don't need me to tell you a story. 250,000 rand is what I want to ask for. At 250,000 rand, make me an offer here. What do you go? 240. At about 230. Yet about when I say 200,000 rand, come in at a number that makes you comfortable. At 100,080 now, 180,000 rand. Will you go? She's cheaper the price. I can't sell her for less than 180. At 180,000 rand, cheaper the price. Where do we go here? Any interest at all in the Toyota RAV4? At 180,000 rand, I got about a first time. I got about a second time. At 180,000 and there's no interest, no takers. Otherwise, I'm going to pass her by. I can't let her go for anything less. At 180,000 and no takers, no interest, no buyers for the RAV4 at 180,000 rand. I'd rather drive her myself. Not sold today. As we move on to the next one, here comes the VW Polo. Have a look at this VW Polo coming in as a 2019 as well. 129,000 on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, Uber special once again. Have a look at her. She comes in now. I'll tell you her story now. 129,000 on the clock, kilometers, 2019 year model here. Let's do business 130. I've been selling them all day, all night here. I'm asking for 130,000 rand. Where's my cars, boys? Here she is, lot number 29. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. Already bids coming in, man, online. Ladies and gentlemen, the VW Polo coming in as a 2019 with 129. 130, you can have a 130, 120. What do we do? What about 100,000 rand? Make me an offer here. Well, I got about 75,000 and I'm offered already. Will you go 80,000 and if you like 80,000 and I'm back in the game. I'm going to go about 85 and 5. I got 80,000 and will you go 85 and if you like 85. At 85,000 and somebody go 90. 90,000 and I'm back in again. Will you go about 95. I got 90,000 hand with the man in the corner. At 90,000 hand, what do I do here? Even at 90,000 hand, I got to sell. I got about the first time there. At 90,000 hand, I got to sell about the second time there. What about 92,000 hand if you like I only got 90,000 and I sell a subject to confirmation here. Muhammad comes up at 90,000 rand. There's no other bidders here, and I'm gonna let her go. Subject to confirmation at 90,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance, hold through, hold on for 90 Dason Randa, and I sell 90,000 rand. Bars in the corner. Bar number there 237 bars for 90 Dason Randa. Bring in the BMW 320D. Have a look at her. Nice cars for nice boys. You got to be sure about your story. It is a nice BMW. She's available here. The 3 Series coming in. 149,000 on the clock for a beautiful BMW. Don't go wrong on the beautiful BMW. Black Man's Worlds. 149,000 on the clock. She is available here to sell. Let's do business on her. 200,000 rand if you like her. Will you make me an offer 200,000 rand for a BMW 320D with 149,000 on the clock? 200,000. What about 190? 90. What do you got about 180? At 180,000 rand, do I get 75? What about 170? At 170,000 rand, I can't sell it for cheaper than that. At 170,000 rand, I got about a first time, second time. 170,000 rand, any takers here. At 170,000 rand for the BMW 320, no interest, no takers for the 170,000 rand. Hold on. For the 170,000 rand, hold on. Passerby, nobody interested in her as well today. As we move on to lot number 31. Here comes the 2019 Ford Ranger. Have a look at her. Kilometers, 138,000 on the clock. She is available. Nice Ford Ranger single cab. Immaculate condition. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. My instructions how to sell her and go. 170,000 rand. What do we do, ladies and gentlemen, here? We had 170,000. 169.65. What about 160,000 rand? Will you take it? 160. What do you get about 159? What do you get about 155? He had 150,000 and I'm looking for a bid in here. Talk to me. Here comes a single cab. Now Ford Ranger 150. Giveaway at the price, ladies and gentlemen, at 150. Anybody, any takers here? At 150,000 and 100 I'm offered. At 100,000 and will you come back in at 105? 105, 110, 10. Will you get about 15 now? At 115,000 and what about 120? At 120,000 and I'm begging again, 120. That's all I got at 120,000 and man in the corner first time. Second time, 120,000 and there's not a bit easier. Last chance of the roll down at 120, now I got 5. At 125, I got about a 30. At 130,000 and I'm begging again, will you go 35? Have a look at her again at 135. At 130,000 and she's nice, 35, I'm begging again. Will you get about a 140? At 135,000 and that's where my offer's at first time. Second time. 135,000 and no other bidders here. Let's also the roll down even 135,000 rand. Buy number 319 bars for 135,000 rand. And we move on to the next one. Here comes another quantum.
Ah, my music is back.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, here she comes up, the 2019 Toyota Quantum. I know a lot of you have come for these ones today. 2019, 246,000 on the clock. My instructions are to sell, sell, sell. Have a look at her, ladies and gentlemen. She is now available here. Look at her now. She's a 2019. I'm looking for 350. Will you make me an offer 350,000 and 350? At 350 now, but I got about 49, 49. How about another 33? I'll take 300,000 rand when I advance here. At 330,000 rand, I got about a sale now. At 330,000 and 290, 290,000 rand, I'm offered. There we go. Now I got about 290,000 and I'm making again. What about 295? I got 290,000 and have a look at the quantum now. Muhammad's gonna come up slowly for 290,000 and she's still cheap the price now. Have a look at her, see what they've been selling for today. 290,000 and I got about enough first time. 209, I got about a second time. 295, 300. You gotta try twice at least, sir, in the auction business, and I know you're a seasoned buyer, sir. 295,000 and bid is on you, sir. 296 now. 295. He says I'm definitely out at 295. So I got 295 here on my right hand side. I sell it all the while. It is subject to confirmation for 295 first time. Second time. 295,000 rand. Subject to confirmation. No other bidders here. Hold on for 295,000 rand. Buy number 336 buys. Subject to confirmation. 295,000 rand. Here comes the Nissan Magnite. Have a look at her. Nissan Magnite coming up your way. Have a look at her. Here comes a nice little delivery vehicle for you. It is available. Have a look at her. The Nissan Magnite Accenter 2024. Look at the mileage on her. 19,000. She's almost brand new. This car is what we call dealership brand new. You can go and put your head inside. You can smell the car seats. She's a stunning opportunity. The interior is nice and white. Ladies and gentlemen, what a nice little car. She really is. There's something special on her. Let's do business here. Yerba say 200,000 and you can have her. Look at for what they trade for. Look at what for they retail for. For 200,000 and I'll take a bid now. What do we go? 150,000 and I'm offered now. I'll take 150. You get 150,000 and will you come making about say 55? 55, sir. Come back in at 55. Thank you. 160. Yet 160,000 and on the Indian ability. You will go 70. 165,000 and should be the price first time. What about 160,000 and 60 I have? 175. Will you get about 80, sir? 80 I have. Got about 85. 180,000 and I'm bet again. Indian ability. At 180,000 and I got to let it go. Got about first time. Second time. At 180,000 and there's not a bit as here. She's still way below the value. Even at 185 men online. What do we do? 190 men on the floor. 185. What about a 190? At 185,000 and I got men on the floor. Talk to me now, Nashley. Where do we go here? It's a nice car, clean as they come. You're not going to get that bit of mileage ever again. Here she is at 185,000 and take 87 if you like her. 185,000 and take 87 if you like her. 185,000 and men on the floor first time, second time. At 185,000 rand, there's not a bit as your collie. You want to try maybe 186 if you like her. At 185, maybe 186 if you like her. I still got 185 now. Men on the floor, Muhammad comes up here towards the right now. I sell at 185,000 and not a bit as here. Nissan Magnetic Center for 185,000 and how much is up? Off the roll done. And I saw somebody confirmation 185,000 rand. 185,000 and bars there. Buy number 547. Here comes another Ford Ranger. Have a look at her. Huh? No, but this, what was this bid? For how much? For 185. Yeah. No, 185 I took on the floor. Did you get the man on the line? Or did he take it? Then it's fine, then give it to the line. Give it to the man on the line. At 185, yeah. Yeah. So it will be 185,339. Yeah. Yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. 2019 Ford Ranger. It is a particularly nice car, this one here. 214,000 on the clock. My instructions are to sell. 2019 is the year model 190. Well, you got about 190,000 ham. Well, you got about 180. 75. What about a 70? What about 150,000 hand? That's what I've been selling them for. 150,000 hand. Make me an offer now. What do we do? Nice double cab. Have a look at her carefully now. At 150,000 hand, she's cheaper the price. At 150,000 hand, she's cheaper the price. Don't fall asleep on me now. 180,000 hand. What do you got about a 150? Is the asking an opening price here? Even at 150,000 hand, first time, second time. No interest, no takers at 150,000 rand. Otherwise, I'm going to pass her by. If there's no takers on her, no bars on her, at 150,000 rand. Let's pass her by, ladies and gentlemen. No interest in her today. As we move on to the next one. Here she comes up. The Isuzu D-Max, 72,000 on the clock. Nice little van here, of course, coming up your way. She is available on your screens. Double cab. I'm not looking for much on her. The mileage is just right on this one. The mileage is just right on this one. Have a look at her. What do we do here? I'll ask for 200,000. 72,000 on the clock on the Isuzu D-Max double. 200,000 rand. Will you go 150? You get about 150,000 and I got you now. Will you go 155? 155, 160, 60 I have now. Will you go 70? Hit 165,000 and I got 170. Hit 170,000 rand, 75. I'll take 180. What about 185? Hit 180,000 rand. Have a look at it for 72,000 on the clock. For 180,000 rand, I got to sell. I got a first time. At 180,000 and I got about a second time. 180,000 and 185. What about 190,000 and I got about a 190? What about 195? I'll take 200. I got 195,000 and will you go 200? At 200, 196 there. What about 196,000 and 96 I have? What about 97? I got 196,000 and I got to sell the first time. What about 97? At 196,000 and I got about a second time. At 196,000 rand over the roll done. No, the better is here last round over the roll done. At 196,000 rand over the roll done. Buys 196, buy number 323 buys as we move on to the next word. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her now, the Ford Transit. Yes, sir? Here comes the Ford Transit. A couple of bars looking at this Ford Transit. 2019 is the year model here. She's got 98,000 on the clock. I sell her to go. Ford Transit 2019. Let's do business and not waste time. Bring her in, boys. I want to have a look at her. Here she is. What a nice car. She's clean. She's clean. You don't get them cleaner than this in the panel van space. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her now. The panel van space. She is available 2019, 93,000 on the clock. Let's do business. 230,000 and ours. 230 now. We're going to put a 49, 240. At 200,000 and I'm looking for a bit. Somebody talk to me on the Ford Transit. At 240,000 and 150 I'm offered. 150 I have. Yet 150,000 and I'll take 155. 155 I'm going back in again. When you got about a 160. Oh, I got about a 155,000 and I got him man on the floor. Now 60 I have. When you got about a 65,000 and 65. 170,000 and I got you. Get about 175. I got 165,000 and I got men online. Will you go 70,000 and 70 I got you men on the floor. What about 75,000 and men online? Where are you? Oh, I got 170,000 and I sold to the men on the floor. All the while I sell her to go. Get about the first time there. At 170,000 and I got to sell her. Got about the second time there. What about 72,000 and ever like her? I sell her 180,000 and men online is back in again. Will you got about 182,000 and I got on the floor. At about 84. I got about 182,000 and I'm selling her all the while. Men on the floor at 182,000 and now can you go? Rennie advances here at 184. At 182,000 and I'm selling subject confirmation. All the while, first time now. I got 84,600. I'm gonna come back in again. 86,000 and I got men on the floor now. What about you come back in at 88? I got 186,000 and men on the floor again. How much is up for the first time? How much is up for the second time? I got 190, now we go 91. At 191,000 and I got men on the floor. What about 92,000 rand? At 191,000 and I got about first time? Second time? 93 on the floor. What about 94? I've got 93 with the men on the floor now. How about 94? 893,000 and all the while. Selling her to go. 193,000 and this is the man on the floor now. Muhammad is up. There's not a bit of here. Last chance of the roll done. Now 200, he comes back in again. At 201, will you go? I got about another 201, I'm back in again. Men on the floor now. 201,000 and what about 202? I got 201,000 and I'm selling to the men on the floor first time. Second time. At 201,000 and there's not a bit easier. For 202,000 and I'm back in again. 3 to go. At 23 I got men on the floor now. You get about a 4. 203,000 and is all I get now. Sell to the men on the floor. Men on the line. I still come back in again at 203. All the while to sell now. There's the Ford Transit. No other bit is your last chance of the roll down. 205. Let's come back in again. I'll take you out. Let's go 207. Go 207 now. Let's go 207. With the man on the line. Are you going to come back in again? I've got 205 men on the floor. I've got 207. Yes. I've got 207 on the floor. I'm looking for 209 now. Here she is now. Man on the floor at 207. Will you get about a 9 and 9? Will you come back in again? Man on the floor. Where are you now? I got about a first time now. I got about a second time now. Man on the line. Last chance here. 209 is back. Will you get about 11? Will you go, sir? At 209. Will you get about 11? Will you go? 211. I'm back in again now. Will you going to come back in again at 211? It is a Ford Transit. Play with me. Talk to me. At 211,000 and still men on the floor. Where are you men on the floor? 15 now online. Will you get about 17,000 and to go? At 217 men on the floor. Will you get about 19,000 and ever at 217,000 and I sell all the while. It is the man on the floor now. Yeah, I say 19,000 and ever man on the line. Hammer is up. Hot roll done at 217,000 rand. There's not a bit as you. I'm selling to the man on the floor. Last chance. All through. All done. And I sell. Line number 3, 225, sorry. Hold on, I've got 225. 225 I've got from him. 226. From him now. As I give it to him. 225 sold to the man online for 225,000 rand. What was the bar number there, Kali, for 225? 339 buys there to the gentleman online. Bar number 339, you buy for 225. Dason Rwanda. Here comes lot 37. Bring her in. Nice T5 bus, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her. It is, of course, the VW Combi. 116,000 on the clock. Not too much to ask for. Not asking for a lot as well here. 200,000 rand. You can have a 150 I'm over. You get about 150,000 rand, but you come making it 155. Now 60, now 65. What about 70? You get 165,000 rand already. I got bids now coming in at 165. Go 70,000 and even I got 170,000 rand. You get 165,000 and back of the room. I got you now. What about 170? At 165,000 rand, I got to let it go. Any other bidders here at 165? I got about the first time, second time. 167 at 167,000 and go 69. 69, I got you back in again now. We're going to 71. At 71, now 73. At 73, now 75. At 175,000 and bidders against you. I'm selling this way in the center now. 175. 77. What about 179? At 179,000 and I'll take now 81. At 181, 83, 83, 85. 185, 87. At 187, 89, 99. At 189,000 and what about 190? 190,000 and I'm bid again now. Men on the floor, there's not a bid as 190 first time. Second time, 190, go 95 if you like it. I tell you, gentlemen, you give me 200, I put on the market. 190 I have, 195 I lost, 195, 92 you want. 94 you'll want, 96 you'll want, 98 you'll want, 200 you'll want, 202 you'll want, 204. At 202 I'll take instructions. At 202,000 rand, no, 202. Not yet done in the market. At 202 I'm over here. 204, 202,000 rand first time. Second time. I tell you what I actually need to make to call it. I need 209, sir. To take it to put it on the market. At how much? Meet me halfway. I need 209 to put it on the market. I'll meet you at 205. Okay, I want to put it at 203 subject to confirmation. Hold it all down. STC for 203,000 rand. Sold by number 323. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here comes another smart car for you. One size fits all, ex-wife, children, mother-in-law, everyone inside. She's that kind of car. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's a 2017 smart car. She is available here. Have a look at her, 116,000 on the clock. I'm looking for a bid on her. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to me now. Where to go? 90,000 rand bid. Yet about 90 to go. And 90,000 and I'll take a bid now. But you got about 90 now. How about 89? 85,000 and but you got about 85. 70,000 and I'm over in the center. That's 70,000 and I got you now. But you come making it over to 75. I got 70,000 and for a smart car. Look at the mileage on her. Look at the condition in her. At 70,000 rand, she's cheap with the price. Ladies and gentlemen, 70. Who's going to come back in at 72,000 rand? If you like her. Rennie takers here. Rennie other bidders here. Even at 70,000 rand first time. Second time at 70,000 rand. I got man online at 75. It's 75,000 rand. What do we do here? 75,000 rand. I got about 75,000 rand now. I got 77. I got. What about 79 then? I got 77,000 rand. Men on the floor now. Will you come back in at 78,000 rand? I'll even take just to help you out, Zama. What do we do here? I got 77,000 rand coming at 78. Zama, I feel like at 77,000 rand. I got about a first time. Second time. Where are you, Zama? You can do it, man. At 78,000 rand is all I ask. I've only got 77,000 and I saw man on the floor, subject to confirmation, at 77,000 rand. All through, done. Round number 547 bars as we move on to the next one. Here comes another Quantum, 187,000, 2019 year model. Please have a look at her. The 14-seaters have been doing well all day, all night. Here they are, 2019 Toyota Quantum, 187,000 on the clock. Thank you, Mr. Ngwenya. Please talk to us on the hooter there. Let's just hear. Such a nice hooter for such a nice Quantum. 187, she's got a nicer mileage than the rest we had today. 2019. Let's do business, 350, you can have her. At 350,000 and 340. At 340 now, somebody got about 40, 300 I'll take. At 300,000 and somebody talk to me now. Where do we start, gentlemen, now? At 300,000 and I'm looking for about 280,000 and 275 I'm offer. At 275,000 and I'm looking for 280, 80 I have. What about 285? 85 I have in the front now. 290, 90 I'm back. At 290,000 and where do I go here? 90, 95, got about 300 now. At 300,000 and all the while I sell it go. At 300,000 and 305, 10 at 310,000 and are there any other bidders? Yeah. At 310 are there any other bidders? Yeah. For 310 and 10 now, what do you got about the first time now? 310, 10, what do you got about the second time now? Even at 310, she's cheaper the price now. Muhammad is up, subject to confirmation at 310. She's slightly below what we were looking for, even at 310,000 rand. I need a bit more there on this one. 310, I'd rather keep it, Collie. At 310,000 rand, not sold. Come talk to me afterwards, sir. At 310,000 rand, not sold on this one. We're moving on. Next one, Ford Ranger. Bring her in. Take that one out. Says Ford Ranger, I see a Quantum. My boys, what did they smoke yesterday? Something is not right at the back. Kali, what did you give my guys yesterday? The wheels have come off. The wagon has no wheels. Right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, lot number 40 is not coming through. We have had an issue with the battery there, unfortunately, so we're going to sell her from here. If you haven't seen her, please have a look at the pictures on your screens. Lot number 40 will be sold via the screen. It is a lovely Ford Ranger 2019 with 198,000 on the clock. Let's do business 180. Yet 180,000 and there she is. She's a single cab Ford Ranger. What about 175? 70,000 and 150. Will you go? Make me an offer now. Will you get about 180? What about 175? 160 now? Will you go? 150,000 rand for the Ford Ranger. It is a single cab. First time. Second time. At 150,000 rand. No interest on lot number 40. No interest on lot number 40. Hold the roll done. We're going to pass her by. No wonder she didn't want to come out. Ladies and gentlemen, no sale on her as we move on to the next one. Here comes lot 41. Bring in the Quantum now. Thank you, sir. Here comes in lot number 41, the 2020 Quantum. What a nice car. Have a look at her. Vehicle has got 140,000 on the clock. She is available for sale here today, ladies and gentlemen. This is, of course, the baby Quantum 11-seater. Let's do business here. Mr. Marvel, where do we go here, sir? I'm looking for a bid now at 350. 350, what do you go? 49.50 now. What do you go? 290. 290,000 and make me an offer. Somebody start 250. At 250,000 and cheap with the price. Do I have any takers here? At 250,000 and she's cheap, gentlemen, for the 11-seater. Have a look at her carefully now. Look at the mileage on her. Not too bad at all. At 250, 141,000 on the clock. For 250,000 rand. I'm offered 200 online. I've got 200 online. I'll take you 205. 205, 210, Marvy, where are you? I've got 205 now, but to go 10 and 10. At 205,000 and she will be the cheapest one I've sold in a while. 205,000 and to the man on the floor now, first time. Second time. This one will definitely not be confirmed, I can assure you. Even at 205,000 and there's no other bidders here. 210, I'm back again with the man on the floor. 15 I got now, would you go 20, sir? I've got 215, I saw men on my left here. At 220,000 and I'm back in again in business now, 225. 5 I got you as well, 230. 230, I'm back in again, 235. What about 40? What about 45? At 245, gentlemen, where do I go? 45, 50. 55, will you come back and again? I got about 55. What about 260,000 hand? Where to go? I got 255,000 hand. Men on the right. 60 I have now, but it goes 65. 5, I'm back in the game, when it goes 70, sir. At 270,000 and 70, I'm back. What do you got about 75, sir? What do you got about 75, sir? At 270,000 and I'm selling all the way to the man on the right now. Now 75,000 and he's back in the game. Will you give me that figure 8, sir? At 275, what do you got? 280. What about 77, sir? I got 275, what's 2,000 rand between friends? At 275, 77, I got you now. What about 79? I'll do the same for you, sir, like I did for him. At 275, 79 is back. Take 1,000 and fill it up in over 280. I got 279,000 and first time. Second time, 279,000 and no other bit is here. Last also the roll down for 279,000 rand. Bar number 323 bars, 279. STC. Watch out, here comes a nice Ford Transit for you. She is available next now. Have a look at the Ford Transit. Right in Germany, here we go. Lot 42, Ford Transit. Mr. Ngwenya, just move it forward so I can see my customers, please. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her now. Lot 42, 2019 Ford Transit. It is available. Water car here. I must sell her. 2019 Ford Transit. I have an offer already made online at 100,000. 100,000 rand. Will you go 105, sir? 15, 110. 10, I will take 15. 15, will you go 20? 20, will you go 25? 5, will you go 30? 30, will you go 35? 5, will you go 40? 40, will you go 45? 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 200, 97, 97, 99, 199 and a half. Yet 199,000 rand. I'm on the market here. I'm going to sell to confirm. 200, 202, 204, 202. Will you go 44? I have 206, 208, sir. At 208,000 rand, I sell to confirm. 208 to 10. 10, will you go 12? 12, will you go 14? 14, will you go 16, sir? 14, will you go 16? 16, I got 18. 18, I have 20. 218,000 and take 19. 19, I have 20. 20, I have 21. Will you go 1 and 1, sir? 221. I've got 220 against you. Now 1, now 2. 2, now 3. 3. 222 are still over here in the front. At 222,000 rand first time. 3 is back. 4. 25. 5 will you go, sir? At 225, 6 will you go? 6 I have, 7 will you go? 7 I have, 8 will you go? 9 will you go? What about 230? 29, now 30. What about 30? 230,000 and 31. 32. 33. 232. What about 33? 232,000 and first time. Against you. 33. 34. 35. 234. First time. Second time. 234 in the front. 34. What about 5? Last chance here. How much is up? At 234,000 and hold through then for 235 online. 36, sir. 6, will you come back in again? What about 7 online? 36,000 and men on the floor first time. Second time. Have I mentioned that we're on the market here, gentlemen? We're on the market at 236,000 and no other bidders here. Last chance, 7 online. 38,000 and Ivalaka. 238,000 and would you go? 237 first time, second time. 238 on the floor. Now I got you, sir. What about men online at 239? At 238,000 and I sell all the while to go. 238,000 and men on the floor first time, second time. 238,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance all through done for 238,000 rand. Hold through, hold through, hold through. 239, 240, 240. What about 41? 240 now, men on the floor. I got you, sir. Come in at 241. At 240 first time, second time. At 240,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance all through done for 240,000 rand. It is to the man on the floor. All other bidders closed. 240,000 rand all through all done. So bar number 323 bars, 240,000 rand. Bring in the next quantum. Let's have a look at her. She is available here. I'll tell you her story now, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do? Lot number 43. Here comes another quantum. What a nice one. Available 14-seater. They've been looking at her. They've been eyeing her out. My instructions are simple here today. Seller, Mr. Auctioneer. 190,000 on the clock. 350,000 rand is what I asked. At 300,000 rand is what I'm offered already. 300,000 rand, will you come back in? What about 305? At 300,000 rand, let's not waste time on a good quantum. 300,000 rand, are there any other bidders here? First time? Second time? At 300,000 rand, are there any other bidders here? Will you come back in at 302? What about 302,000 rand at 300? All the while Mahama comes up even at 300,000. There ain't no other bidders here, ladies and gentlemen. 306 men on the floor now. On the line. 3738, I got you now, men on the floor. Yet about you come back in at 310. I got about 308,000 rand. Where are you, men on the line? Coming at 310. 308,000 rand, I got to let it go first time. Second time. At 308,000 rand. Is that all you give me, men online? Are there any other bidders here? For 308,000 rand, she's way below the value. But I'll sell her subject to confirmation nonetheless. Even at 308,000 rand. To the man on the floor. Last chance all through all done. No other bidders here. 308,000 rand buys. Buys there 308,000 rand. Buy number 547. Bring in the Hyundai i20. Nice delivery vehicle. Nice family vehicle, nice one for the students, something nice and posh and little, very economical, in amazing condition. If you've had a chance to walk around, you would have seen already in the lovely maroon colors. She's right here for you. That was going to be fun, Kali. Some excitement. Some excitement. Yes, she is, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her. She comes in now at lot number 44. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Hyundai i20 KM 66607. Those are the kilometers on her, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do here? Nice little straightforward Hyundai i20 in great condition. 160,000 and you can have her. Take her home with you today. This is the one you want to buy for your daughter. Starting student at the varsity. Maybe even just as a run around for the house. Here she is available. 160, 59, 55. 100,000 Rand I'm offered. Thank you, sir. At 100,000 Rand I'm offered. What about 105? 105 I got you now. 110. 10 I got you now. What about 115? At 120,000 Rand I'm bid. 120 now. 25. It's still cheaper the price. 130. 135. What about 140? At 140 now. 45. 145. Are you still in? 150,000 and I got you. 155. Then I got 160,000. What about 165? What about 170,000 and 165, 67, 69. At 169,000 Rand I'll take. First time, second time, 169,000. Muhammad's gonna come up. Ntaza David, I'm looking you straight in the eye. I'm so happy for you. At 169, what about 70? Oh, they're not right there at 170. At 169,000 Rand. Muhammad, I'm going to sell and I'm going to confirm this on the floor. Can I confirm this car? I want to sell it to Ntata David and confirm it. Yes, they say I can. Ntata David, if I sell this car now, it means I'm confirming it. No one can come put in higher offers. No discussions, no stories. 169,000 Rand sold and confirmed. Asia Chabula, a round of applause to them, please. Right, bring in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Buy number there, sir. Buy number. What is our buy number there, sir? What is the buy number, Baba? Buy number. Buy number 318 buys. Thank you very much for coming to the show. Here comes the next Toyota Quantum. Here we go. Toyota Quantum is on the floor. Here we go. Baby Quantum is available now. She comes in at lot number 45. 195,000 on the clock. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I sell her to go in here. 320,000 and gentlemen, talk to me. 320, how about 300,000? I'll take the 250 I'm offered now. What do you go, 55? Have a look at this Baby Quantum for 250,000 Rand. Don't fall asleep on me now. 250,000 Rand first time. Second time. 250,000, 55. You had about 60,000 Rand to go. At 250,000 Rand, I got about 55. 60, I got you now. Will it come back in at 65? What about 65? At 265,000 Rand, will it go 70? I got me 265,000 and 70. At 270, 70,000 and I'm back. 75, you had about 80,000 Rand. At 275,000 and I'll take the 80 if you like. 280,000 Rand, but you got about 80,000 Rand. What about 82,000 Rand if you like? What about 82,000 Rand if you like? At 280,000 Rand first time, second time, 280,000 Rand. Last chance here. For 280,000 Rand, there's no other bidders here. Hold on yourself. 280,000 Rand. 547 bars, 280,000 Rand. Bring in the Nissan MP300. Here she comes up. Have a look at her. Bring in the next one, Nissan MP300, 102,000 on the clock on this baby, and she is a stunner. Have a look at her. Here she comes in, Nissan MP300, bouncing Bobby Jack, the MP300. Oh, she looks like she needs a little bit of TLC, but nothing you can handle. She is available all the while. 150,000 Rand, you can have her. $150,000 Rand are asking her. He had 150,000 and she's only got 102,000 kilometers. 150, 49, 40, 35, 130. You had about 120,000 and would go 19. Somebody give me an offer of 100,000 Rand on her. Bouncing Bobby Jack, the NP300. Nobody wants her first time. Nobody wants her second time. Nobody came to buy the MP300s today. No sale, no sale, no sale. No sell. Passerby, we bring in the next one. Here comes in the Isuzu D-Max, 138,000 on the clock. Bring her in, please. Bring her in, please. Are you holding a cue stick? It's going to come in handy later. Keep holding it. I'm going to put it somewhere today. Bring it right, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Here comes the Isuzu D-Max, ladies and gentlemen. She's a stunner. Of course, coming in as a double cab. I've got the tailgate for you. Have a look at her. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she's the Isuzu D-Max at 138,000 on the clock. 190 a loss for her. Just remember the cars are running out slowly but surely. At 190,000 and what do we do here? 190, 89, 85, 150,000 and I'm up for, thank you, sir. 150 for the double cab by Isuzu is not a bad to pay by a price. 150, what do you go? 55. 55 now, 60, 60 now, we'll go to 5. Get about 170,000 and I'm begging again. Will you get about 75? Get 170,000 and I'm got about a first time, a second time. At 170,000 and are there any other bidders? Have a look at it now, the double cab. At 170,000 and overall, I got 175. At about 177. At 175 first time, a second time. Muhammad is both rolled done. At 175,000 and overall done. By number 323 bars for 175. Keep it moving. Bring in the next one. Subject to confirmation. Bring in the VW Polo. This is the VW Polo you want to look at. This is the one you want to look at, sir. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2019 Polo. Vehicle is available. She's clean. She'll make for a nice Uber. Have a look at her now. What do we do here? You had about 120,000 rand you can have her. 120, will you go over 90? 80,000 rand I'm offered. At 80,000 rand, but about 80 I got you. 85 at the back, sir. 85 at the back. Yes, Jacob, wat sê meneer? Jacob, dankie man. 85, 90, 90, 95. I've got 90,000 rand already. You can try 91 if you like. 90,000 rand. What about 91? One I got. What about 92, sir? 91,000 rand is against you. 92, thank you. I've got 92,000 rand first time, second time. And 92, 93, 94, what about 95? And 94,000 rand in the front, first time. 95, 96,000. What about 97? I got 96,000 rand in the front, first time. 7, 98,000 rand. What about 99? What about 99? 98,000 rand I sell this way now. Last chance, 99. Take the 100. What about 101? What about 101? At 100,000 rand, 101, 102. What about 103? 102,000 rand, 3 I go, 4 I go. What about 5, sir? What about 5, sir? At 104,000 rand overall, and 5 and 6, sir. What about 7, sir? At 106,000 rand, first time, second time. 7 is back. What about 8? 8 I got. What about 9, sir? I got about 108,000 rand. You're out, sir. At 108,000 rand overall, and no, the bid is your 108,000 rand. You like now? 323 buys, 108,000 rand. Move on to the next one. Bring in the next one. Here comes the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop. The one that you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with the Toyota world, I give you what we call the Toyota Hiace, the GL. What a stunning opportunity, what a car. She is available right here at the High Street Fleet Co. This is the quality of vehicles that we bring you time and time again. You know that we will always bring you quality. What an exceptional vehicle. When I saw her come in, I knew I was going to have problems. I went and bought myself a double barrel gun thanks to my other connection. And now here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The vehicle comes in and I'll tell you her story. 2020 Toyota Hiace, 85,000 on the clock. Can you believe it? A Toyota Hiace with 85,000 on the clock on the auction right here at the High Street Fleet Co. If you are not ready, you are never ready. Let's do business. 300,000. Let's not waste each other's time. 300,000 and somebody kick me off. Let's do business here. 300. I'm looking for 300. 250,000 rand I'm offered. 260. What about 270? 70 I have, 280. 280 I have, 290. 90 I have now. What about 300 that I asked for? At 300 I'm begging again. 305 I'll take. 305, what do you go? 310, sir. At 305, 10, 10 I got. What about 15, sir? At 315,000 rand. Just because it's you, sir, I put on the market. 315, will you go 20? What about 22, sir? At 322, what about 4, sir? I want to make it competitive. 4, what about 6, sir? At 326, will you go 8, sir? At 326,000 and man on the left buying first time, second time, 28 is back. 30, what about 32,000 and man on the right took to me. At 332,000 and will you go? 330,000 and first time, a second time, at 330, now 2, sir. Now 34, sir. What about 336,000 rand? At 336, now will you go? 35, 38. At 338,000 and 340. What about 340,000? At 338,000 rand. What about the first time? At 340, now 2. What about 344, sir? At 344. I got me 42,000 and on the man on the left now. 344 first time. Second time. At 344,000 rand. Muhammad is up, sir. I'm selling this way. At 344. 46. 48. Now 50. Work with me. Work with me, gentlemen. 348. 348. Shall I get us that? Shall I ask them to warm up the whiskey? 350. 352. At 350. What about 52, gentlemen? 52. 354. I'm going to go buy the sugar, sir, this side. At 354. That's what I'm looking for. I got me 352 over here on the left. First time, 54. 56, sir. 56, 58, sir. At 356,000 rand. It's like buying a Quantum 14-seater. 356,000 second time. Muhammad is up. 58. 360 I'll take. 360,000 rand. If you're just joining us from wherever you are around the country, around the globe, I sell the Toyota Hiace GL. Here she is. She's on the market at 358,000 rand. You're out. You're in. You're out. You're in. 358,000 rand, gentlemen. Last chance. Gentlemen, you guys are happy at 358. Are you happy at 358? You happy there? They happy? Would you like more, sir? I have more for you here at the back. At 358,000 rand. Hold on. Sold and confirmed. Take it out. 358,000 rand. Please give the gentleman a round of applause. Bar number 299. Right, let's keep it moving. Here comes lot number 15. The cars are running out. 20 more to go, 20 more to go. Have a look at them, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do here? Here come the Isuzu D-Max, 212,000 on the clock. Double cab, let's do business here. 190,000. 190, what do you got about 85, 180, 75, what about 150? Here's a nice double cab by Isuzu for 150,000 rand. First time, second time. 150,000 rand. Do I have any takers here? Any interest at all now in this double cab by Isuzu? Otherwise, I'm going to pass by if there's no takers here. Pass by if there's no takers here. Hold through, hold on. Pass by, no one wants a nice Isuzu double cab today. We move on to the next one. Here comes lot 51. Yes, the Ford Ranger coming in, ladies and gentlemen. Nice, simple, straightforward car, single cab. Have a look at her. What a nice car. Tell you the story on her. She really is a nice individual. Ladies and gentlemen, single cab. I'm not looking for a lot on her. She comes in as a 2019 as well. 150,000 on the clock. 140,000 rand is what I asked for her. 140, 130, 120, 100,000 rand I'm offered. Or 100,000 rand on the lovely single cab I saw Ford Ranger. Will you come begin at 105, 110, 10 I got you now. What about 115? I got about a 15, 20, 20 I have. Will you go 25? I've got 120,000 rand I sell her to go. First time, second time, 120. Have a look at this Ford Ranger, gentlemen. There's good value here. For 120,000 rand, there's good value here. At 120,000 rand, no other bidders here. Look at the Ford Ranger. Look at the mileage in her. At 120,000 rand, I sell this way. No other bidders. All through, hold on. For 120,000 rand. Hold through, hold on. Talk to me afterwards. 120,000 rand, way below the value. I'd rather keep her. Bring in the next one. Here's a Hyundai i10. Oh, I love the Hyundai i10s, ladies and gentlemen. But you don't have to just love her. You need to understand that she's a high 10. She's a Hyundai i10 that is automatic. The ladies love the automatic. This is the car for you. It also makes for a nice delivery vehicle. Run around for the business. You got a nice attorney firm. You got a medical quarters. This is the little car you can send around to do all the hard grind. She is, of course, spectacular, ladies and gentlemen, because she is a automatic vehicle. I know the ladies are going to love her. Students love her. First time ride for the little one at home. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2013 is the year model. Look at the mileage on this vehicle as well. 144 is not too bad to ask. 90,000 rand. Talk to me now. Where do we go here? Will you get about 90,000 rand? I'll take any offer. At 99, will you get about 85? It's 70,000 rand. I'm offered already 70. It's 70,000 rand. Have a look at the little Hyundai i10 for 70,000. Cheaper the price now, come back in at 75. I got me 75,000 and 75, I'm back again. What about 80,000? I got me 75,000 and I sell all the while. It is man on the floor, first time. That's 75,000 rand, it is man on the floor now. What about 77,000 rand? Here comes a Hyundai i10 automatic, you're losing out now. That's 75,000 rand, second time. That's 75,000 rand, what about 77? Hammer comes up. No other bid is here. Last chance for the roll done. Even at 75,000 rand, she is cheaper the price for 75,000 rand on an automatic Hyundai i10. No other takers. Men online, hold through, hold on. I think I'm going to hold this one back, even at 75,000 rand. Not sold. Come talk to me on that one. I think I can give it to Carly to drive around on the weekends. Yes, Carly. No, Carly. Yes, gift.
Thanks, Gift.
You're welcome. Right, bring in the Quantum. Here she comes up now. What an extraordinary vehicle, 14-seater. Once again, highly sought after around the country. I know the Durbanites love them to bits. Here's a nice one, 2019 Toyota Quantum. It is the GL, the luxury line. 163,000 on the clock. One of the better ones, she's under the 200,000 kilometer mark. So she must get some good interest here. 350,000 rand, make me an offer here. Even at 350, 340. What about 350,000 and I'll take to go? 300, I'm offered. 300, will you take? I'll take 300,000 rand, 300, nobody come big in at 305. At 300,000 rand, have a look at it again, Jermaine, I'm telling you now. At 300,000 rand, this is the one you should be looking at. For 300,000 rand, any other bidders here. All the while living at 300,000 first time or second time. At 305, at 305, will you come back in at 310? At 305,000 and first time, second time, 305,000 and all through the no other bidders here for 305,000 and a passerby at 305,000 and subject to confirmation, all through all done. By number 323 bars for 305,000. Bring in the next one. Here she comes up now, the BMW 118i Sport Hatch. It is available with 62,000 kilometers. Right, ladies and gentlemen, you either buy yourself a BMW or you walk. I choose to drive a BMW, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you now, here she is. What a car, what a specimen of a vehicle I have for you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2019 118i. She's a nice car. She's the hatch with the 5-door, 62,000 on the clock. I drove this car personally, and I can tell you now, I don't think there's a regulator on this car. She's really, really, really fast. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, she is available. Very fast car. I can tell you now, rev that engine for us, my friend, a little bit. Hey, this guy, you understand English? Hello, sir? Rev the car. Hello? Ah, you gotta love a BMW in the way it sounds. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here she is. 2019 BMW, let's do business here. I'll take anybody go now. Make me an offer now. How do I say 290? 290,000 and 290, 89, 85. We'll get about another 250,000 and I'll ask for an offer here. At 250 now, make me an offer, gentlemen. Where do we start? I'll take 190, sir. Get 190,000 and I'm offered. 190,000 and I'll take 195. Get 190,000 and I'm trying to make it work here. For everyone that's interested, all parties. Anybody else on the floor? Anybody else online? I've only got 190,000 rand as the interested offer here. 190,000, 95 on the line. 200 then, sir. 200 I got on the floor. 205, will you come back in again? I got about 200,000 and I sell men on the floor. At 205,000 hand, would you go now? Got about a first time. At 205,000 hand, would you come back in again? At 200,000 and I sell it all the while. Subject to confirmation, Muhammad is up. Have a look at the 118. It is the hatchback 5-door. 205. Men online is back. 210, sir. 210, I'm back in again with the men online. Would you go 15? At 215,000 rand, I'm still bidding now. Even at 215,000 rand, will you go 220? All I ask now, 215, I'm looking for 220. I sell all the while at 220,000 rand first time. A second time. At 220,000 rand, will you go? 215,000 rand is my man on the floor. No other bidders here. Last chance. Subject to confirmation. 215,000 rand. Hold the roll then. Hold the roll then. 220. 225. 225. I got 220. 225, will you go, sir? At 220,000 rand, 225, will you go, sir? 225, will you go, sir? 222. I've got 220. 222, he'll go. He'll try the 222. What about 224? At 222,000 rand, first time. Second time, 222,000. No other bidders here. Man online, you're out. I got my man on the floor here, and I sell for 222,000 rand. Hold through, hold through, all done. Subject to confirmation. 323 bars there for 222. Bring in the next one. Bring in the right, Suzuki D-Max. Let's have a look at it. Here she is, the double D-Max, ladies and gentlemen, 170, available here, 2019, 170,000 on the clock, kilometers here is what I have for you. 200,000 rand now, what do we do here? 199,000 rand, would you go 195? Make me an offer, 150 for the double cab. 150,000 and 140. What about 130? Minimum bid, 130,000 rand. That's all I'm going to accept now. I can't go lower than that. At 130,000 Rand first time. Second time. 130,000 Rand. No interest. 140. 145. 150. Would you like 150? I've got 145. No, sir? 140, gentlemen in the corner, you happy? Yet 140,000 Rand, subject to confirmation. Even at 140,000 Rand, there's not a bit as here. Last chance I give it to you for the 140,000 Rand all through all done. 299 buys the STC, and we move on to the next one. $2019, here comes another one. Ford Ranger, 95,000 on the clock. Why is it dead? Why is it dead? What happened? The cars are dying here. Right, gentlemen, here we go. Ford Ranger 2019. Unfortunately, this one, and we can't bring it up. The battery has refused to cooperate. It is a 2019 Ford Ranger. 95,000 on the clock. I'm not asking for a lot for it. Have a look at her, my good friends. 120,000 Rand you can have her. Here's the pictures on the screen. 12019-15. What do you got about 100,000 Rand? 95, 90. Hit 90,000 Rand. I got about 85. 80,000 Rand. I got about 80 now. First time. Second time. 80,000 Rand I'll give you. 82. Huh? 84. 85. 87. 89. 91. 93. 95. 97. 99. 102. 104. 106. 108, 110, 112, 114, 116, 118, 120, 22, 24, 26, 28. We're on the market, gentlemen. 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 140, 42, 44, 46, 48, 150, 52, 54, 56, 154,000 Rand is what I have. No other bidders here. Last chance on this Ford Ranger for 156,000 Rand. 156 buy number 323 bars. Bring in the next one. Sold and confirmed. Here comes the Ford Transit. Bring in the Ford Transit. Here she comes in. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. 50,000 on the clock. What a nice car. And I have to sell her to go. Right there, it's fine, Gary. Whoa, thank you, driver. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about her. The Ford Transit is now available. 50,000 on the clock. 150,000 Rand. Please switch off your lights. 150,000 Rand have been done here. I got your 150, thank you, sir. Any other bidders here at 150,000 and I'm looking for more. Will you come back in at 155? Here 150,000 and I sell it to go roll the wire. 150,000 and that's what the bidders at. Will you come back in at 55? 150,000 and first time, second time. 150,000 and subject to confirmation. There's not a bidders here, last chance all the roll done. And I sell the subject to confirmation for 150,000 Rand all the roll done, all the roll done. 155, 160, 160, 160. I'm trying, sir. I gotta look at the clock here. 167, 160, 157 I have. There we go. Any advances here? at 157. Will you go 59? 157 first time. Second time at 159. 161. I've got on the floor. 163. Will you go? I got about 161,000 rand. Men on the floor. Will you go 63? All the while I settled the men on the floor. 65. Will you go, sir? 65 I have now. What about 67? At 165,000 rand first time. Second time. 67 is back. 69 I have on the floor. So what about 71? I got 169,000 and I'm looking for a little bit more. 171,000 and if like at 169,000 rand all the roll in. No other bidders here I sell. 69, 90, 92. 92 I have on the floor, on the men on the floor. What about 94? 192,000 rand I got men on the floor. I sell the first time. All the while at 92 second time. At 192,000 rand there's no other bidders here. 94 is back. 96 is back. What about 98,000 rand to go? It is all the while selling to the man online now. Where are you? Otherwise I sell at 98. 200,000. At 200,000 rand I got him now. 202 will you go? I got me 200,000 rand with the men on the floor. Men online at 202. Now 4. 4 I got on the floor. Will you come back at 6 now? Even at 204,006 online. 208 I got men on the floor. 210, 10 will you go? I got about 208,000 and men on the floor. All the while I started to go at 208,000 and it is 210. 212. You got about 14 will you come back in men online. At 212,000 and men on the floor. Roll the while. I started to go at 212, 12 now. Is there any other bidders? 14 is back. 16 to go. I have you, sir. What about 218? 216,000 and all the while men on the floor. Where are you? 220 now. Will you go 4 I have. 260 now. 220. What about 240? 220,000 and 224 will you go? I got 222,000 and I got 224. Men on the floor. Last chance of the roll in. 235. 235. Yes, online. 240. 236, 7. 237 I'll give you. 239 will you come back in again? And I got about 235, 7 I got men on the floor. What about 39? 237 first time, second time, 237,000 and not a bit is here. Let's answer the roll down for 237,000 rand. It goes to men on the floor. Hold through 239. 241. 241 I'm back. 243 men online. Where are you? At 241,000 rand I got about the first time. Second time. At 241,000 rand. Where are you? Men online. You're going to come back in at 243. 245 sir. 247,000 rand men online. At 245,000 and I got it already. 247 men on the line. 249. 247 selling to the men online. 249 now. 250 make it. To the men on the floor. 250,000. Where are you now? I'm going to take 255. Men on the line. 255. At 250, men on the line comes back in again. Go 255 then, sir. Let's round this picture off now at 250. At 250 first time, second time, 252 I'll do. 252 I have. 252 I have on the floor. What about 54? We have come a long way with this vehicle at 252. Muhammad is up, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other bidders here. I sell to the man on the floor here for 252,000 rand to 54. 56 now. At 256,000 rand, man on the line, ladies and gentlemen, is who I'm selling to. At 256,000 rand. There's no other bidders. So it's 254 to the men online. Do you want 56? 254,000 Rand I sell to the men online. No other bidders here. Last one sold through, all done. 254 buys online. Buy number 339. Ring in the next one. Here comes for 2019. Look at the year model. Oh, I'll take 160,000 Rand if you like her. I got me 150,000 Rand already. 150 is the number now. Looking for 160. Are there any other bidders here? He had 150,000 Rand. I'll take her now to go for the first time. 160, he's back. 170,000 Rand, he's back. What about 180,000 Rand? Will he go? Cheap at the price, sir. At 160,000 Rand, bidders against you. At 160,000 Rand, way below the price now. I'm looking for 170 now. 160,000 Rand, first time. Second time, way below the value. This one, 170, 175, 180, 175,000 Rand. No other bidders here. Hit 175,000 Rand, Muhammad Reserve. Subject to confirmation, 175,000 Rand. Whole throw done. Subject to confirmation, 175. 323 buys the STC for 175. Here comes the Isuzu D-Max. Have a look at it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the last stretch, the last turn. 10 more cars here that are available for you. If you haven't bought something, this is the time to start looking desperately. 2018 Ford Ranger, 118,000 on the clock. Water car, double cab. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the 2019 Isuzu, my apologies. Vehicle's got 140. Double cab I have here for you. 200,000. Let's do business here. What do you got about 200,000? And gentlemen, where do we go? 250. Now what do you got about 200? What about 199? 95, 80. What about 150,000? And do I take? Any interest at all in this Isuzu double cab here? Talk to me now. 180,000. And I got about first time, second time. 150,000. And any interest at all? No interest, no takers. I'm going to pass her by. I'm 150,000 Rand, 150, 150, 155. You wait too long. Every time you come in, somebody's coming in with you. 155, 160. What about 165? I've got 160,000 Rand, bidders against you on the right. Will you go 165? 160,000 Rand, first time, second time, 165, 170. What about 175? Here 170,000 Rand. Hold through all down I sell for 170,000 Rand, subject to confirmation for 170,000 Rand. What's your bar number there, sir? 170,000 Rand, bar number 322. What a nice Ford Ranger, ladies and gentlemen, have a look at her. What a nice Ford Ranger, ladies and gentlemen, I have her for you. Coming in at lot number 61, she reads a 4x4. 118,000 on the clock, 2018 is the year model here. Vehicle is available for sale. Let's do business, 230 if you like her. Yeah, 230, 20, will you go 15, it's a 4x4. Have a look at the trade on her. 200,000 Rand, I'll take 180. You get about 180,000 Rand, thank you, sir. 185 if you like her. I got about 180,000 Rand, do I have more here? At 180,000 Rand, any other bidders here? 4x4 Ford Ranger. 180,000 and chip of the price. 85 now. 90,000 rand now. 95. What about 200? 205, sir. 210, sir. 215, sir. 220, sir. At 215,000 rand I have on the floor. First time, second time. At 215 I have in the front. No other bidders here. 215, 17 he says. 219 he says. 19 I have. 220. 219 I've on you, sir. At 219,000 rand first time. Second time, 219. Will you take 20? At 219,000 rand. How much is up? At 219. Whole throw done. And I'm going to sell for 219. I just want to take instructions here. Maybe I'm going to confirm it at 219,000 rand. 323 buys 219. I'll let you know just now. 219,000. 323 buys. Right. Last one sold and confirmed. We move on to the next one. Here comes up, of course, the VW Polo Lot 62. What a nice car. Have a look at the mileage, 163. Vehicle is available for sale. Have a look at it, ladies and gentlemen, 136,000. What a car. Sell it to go, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to me on her. 130, 120, 119, 115. 75,000 and I'm offered. Thank you, sir. Will you go 80,000 and to go? 75,000 and for a Polo. I've been selling them for 120 today. 75, 80,000 and if you like her. Only 75,000 and 80 I'm back. What about 85? What about 90,000? At 85,000 and I got about the first time, second time. 85, 90,000 and I'm back. Any other bidders here? What about 92? At 90,000 rand for a Polo first time, second time. 90,000 rand older. Muhammad is up. Even at 90,000 rand. There's not a bidders here. Last chance older rand. I sell. Subject to confirmation for 90,000 rand. 90,000 rand, guys. What's your buy number there, sir? What's your buy number there, sir? Buy number 320. Here comes the NV350. Here comes the NV350. Champion of the road, carrier of the nation. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Even the Springboks use this one once in a while. She is nice, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at her. Available right now for the taking. 2019. 68,000 on the clock. 200,000 alas. Make me an offer here. Even 150, let's start there. We can negotiate. Yet 150,000 and any interest on an NV350. 100,000 and I got already. Yeah, I got about 100. I got 100. 105. I now have 150 men online. 155. What about 160? I have 155 men online. Where are you? 160. At 155,000 and men on the line first time. Second time. 155,000 and. No other bidders on the floor. No other bidders men online. At 155,000 and I sell to confirm. Hopefully all done. At 155,000 rand. Men online buys her. Buy number 268. STC, of course. Oh, here comes a nice sweet Starlet. Oh, Starlet, my Starlet, my Starlet. She's such a beautiful car, ladies and gentlemen. Nice getaway little car. Simple and straightforward. She'll get you to where you need to be. Economically, very efficient on fuel as well. Oh, big fan of Toyota. I tell you now, this is one of those as well. Very economical car. 64 is the lot number. 43,000 on the clock. 43,000 on the clock. Give me 180,000 rand, you can have her. Yet 180, make me an offer here. 180 now, got about 150 I'm offered. Yet 150,000 Rand is what I'm offered already. Anybody gonna go 55? Yet 150,000 Rand I'm offered now, no other bidders here. At 150,000 Rand I take to go first time, second time, at 150. Any other bidders? I've got a bid at 150. 52, 51. At 150,000 Rand, there's not a bidders here. Last chance all through all done. What about men online? Will you come back in at 150? All the while I said there to go. Even at 150,000 and there's not a bidders here. Last chance all through all done. STC for 150. Dason Randa. No other bidders all through all done. 547 will buy that one. For 150 Dason.
Bring in the Suzuki Max.
(2019) Isuzu D-Max now available for you. 103,000 on the clock with seller to go. What do we do? 180,000 and you can have it. 150, 140, 150. Yet 150,000 and is what I'm looking for now. Somebody talk to me. 150 I have. 155. 160 in the corner. 165. What about 170? I got about 165,000 and I got you. Who's going to go 170? 165, 170 now. 175 if you like her. What about 180? 180 I have. 185. 190. 185 I have. What about 190? 90 I have. Will you go 95? 190,000 and over here. Because it's you, sir, we're on the market. 190,000 first time. Second time. 190 all through all done and I sell to confirm. 190,000 Rand. 323 bars, 190,000 Rand. We'll move on to the next one. Bring in the BMW, let's have a look at it. Well driven, Mr. Funega, well driven. What a nice car, ladies and gentlemen, I have for you. 318, no, BMW 2018, a BMW M140. A really, really nice car, ladies and gentlemen, very, very nice. Retails almost around 360,000. It is available right here. Cars available as a 2018. My instructions are to seller. Have a look at the mileage, ladies and gentlemen, 107. 107, 145. Let's do business on her, 350. Make me an offer. Where do I go with her, ladies and gentlemen? 200 I'm offered. At 200,000 and I'll take 210. 210,000 and never like her. Roll the while, I've got 200,000 and that's what I'm offered. Rainy advances here, 200,000. 210 I have. What about 220? 20 I have. What about 230? 30 I have. 240,000, how will you come back in again? At 230, now 40. What about 50? 50 I have. Will you go 260? 250 is all we got now. What about gentlemen back in the car? I got 250,000 and first time. Second time. 250, 60 I'll take. 260 back in at 70 now. What about 280? 270,000 and what about 280? At 270,000 and I let her go now. What about 280? What about 275 maybe? At 270,000 and first time? 75 I have. What about 280? 275 got about a first time? A second time? At 275,000 Rand. There's no other bidders here. Last chance, hold the roll while STC for 275,000 Rand. 323 bars, 275. It is subject to confirmation and 323 bars.
Isuzu G-Max, bring her in. 86 now is the next one. Right, ladies and gentlemen, bring her in. Let's talk about her Isuzu. One of the few single cabs I have. Gentlemen, pay attention now. Here she is now. 86,000. 160,000. 150 I'll take. Thank you, gentlemen, I have you. What about 155? I got about 150,000 and have a look at the Isuzu single cab. Is there 55.5? Any advances here? I got me 155,000 and first time. Second time. 155,000 and will you go? I got about 150 now. 60 I'll take. Thank you, sir. 165. 167. 165. 67 if you like her, sir. 165, 67. 7 I've got. Just because it's you, I put on the market. 167,000 rand. No other bidders here. All through, all done at 167,000 rand. 323 buys, 167. Bring in the next one, KB 300. Well bought. That's a nice bucket. Bring in the next one, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do here? Right, we lost down to our 3 cars, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Isuzu KB 300. What a nice bucky. 173,000 on the clock. This is a luxury line. What a nice looking bucky. You know what the retail for? 170,000 rand is 170,000 kilometers is what she's got on the clock. Let's do business here. 250. 250,000 rand. Make me an offer here. You get about 250, 180 I'll take. 180,000 and I'm offered. I'll take that, gentlemen, at least. 180. Somebody talk to me at 85. 180,000 and I got about first time. Second time. 185. What about 90? 90 I have. I've got man on the floor now. I got about 190. Will you come back in at 95? 95 I have. What about 200? At 195, 200 I got. 205. What about 210? At 210, 10 I got. What about 15? 15 I have. 220. 220,000 and will you go 225? 225, what about 30? 230, will you go 35? At 35, what about 40? At 235, what about 40? At 235, take the 40 then. 237 I have. Will you go 239, gentlemen? At 237, got about the first time, second time. At 237,000 rand. There's no other bidders here, last chance. 237,000 rand, roll down, roll down, roll down. 323 bars for 237. Ring in the Honda Accent. Here's another good one for Uber. This is the 2017, the second last one for the day. It's a Hyundai Accent 1.6, ladies and gentlemen. What a car, what a car, what a car. Have a look at her, very neat and straightforward. She is the one you want to look at. Give me 100,000 rand, you can have the Hyundai Accent. 100,000. Clean as you can get them, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take the 75 I'm offered. 75,000 rand I got already. Will you go 80,000 rand if you like her? 75. 75 I have. What about 80,000 rand to go? I got 75,000 rand here. Somebody talk to me here. Even at 75,000 rand I got a seller. First time. 75, second time. At 75,000 rand, what about 77? Any other bidders here, sellers subject to confirmation at 75,000 rand. No other bidders, STC for 75,000 rand all done. You buy 75, what's your buy number there, sir? Hold on, hold on. Is that bid for the same price? Okay, great. What's your buy number there, sir? Buy number 320. 75, eh? That was STC. Right, and gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. We can never express enough how much we love you guys and joining us month after month and supporting us. Please stay in touch with our website. We'll be moving on to 2 auctions a month as from next month. So we will have 2 auctions next month. We will advise the dates via, of course, all our platforms, social media, Twitter, Facebook, etc., etc. Please join us there. Have a look and see what's coming up. Beautiful cars coming up on those platforms as well, on those particular auctions. But nonetheless, we want to say a big thank you for coming out. For those of you that made it out here physically, if you're at home, from wherever you are around the country, around the globe, thank you so much. My name is Gift Ngwenya. I sold the last vehicle for the day today. Isuzu D-Max. It is lot number 70. 117,000 on the clock. 150 I asked. Let's do business and call it a day. 100,000 when I'm offered already. Will you got about 100? What about 105? 105, 5, I got. 110, 15, 120, 25, 130, 35, 140, 45, 150, 145 I have. Man on the floor, I'll take you 47. Yet 147,000 rand. Will you come back in again? I got me 145,000 rand. Man on the floor. First time. I'm just too slick and fast for this machine, sir. I've got 145.50 now. What about 152? 152 I have. Will you go 54? 152,055. 7 will you go? 57 I have, men on the floor. Yet about 159. 157 I sold to the men on the floor first time. 59 men online, he's back. Will you go 161, sir? I got about 159,000 rand. 161, Mr. Grayling. What about 63? 161,000 rand. Mahamo come up for the last time today for 163,000 first time. Second time. Are you sure you're out, sir? At 163,000 rand. I sold to the men online. No other bidders. 165. What about 167? I have 165. We are on the market, by the way, gentlemen. We are on the market, by the way, gentlemen. That means we sell and confirm 165. Anybody else coming in? Mr. Ndo, have you left us, sir? Muhammad comes up for the final chance today at 165,000 rand to the man. 167. 167. I called your name and you came. Here we go. What about the next one, sir? Will you go 169? I give you the same ample opportunity. At 167, first time. Second time, 69. Mr. Ndo, do it again. I know you can, sir. Don't lose it out. Don't lose out, sir. At 169, just take the extra 2,000 rand. What's 2,000 rand between friends, sir? At 169,000 rand. No other bidders here. Last chance. Hold through. Hold on. And I sell to the man on the line for 169,000 rand. And bar number 314 bars, 169. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the afternoon with us, please. Do join us for a couple of drinks and do have something to eat right at the back. Thank you once again for your support. My name is Gift Ngwenya. I've been your auctioneer. I'll join you in the month of August.